Hey there guys, it's Metro, and we are back again. Today's Tuesday. Service was supposed to still be down. I would have started earlier. And sitting here for 30 minutes. Is that not happening? I guess it's over already, so that's... I don't know what the hell. What's going on with this company anymore. But yeah, we're back. We do have... I think there's like new content or something? I don't really know. Chris, welcome. Some kind of something or other. I don't even know what it is, to be honest. I saw people talk about it. It was on Wowhead, I'm sure. Let's see. Haven't been on Wowhead. Good morning, Mike. What's up, buddy? Welcome, Jix, as well. Welcome. How's everything? What's going on in our Wowhead today? Manipulations. Okay, that's lore. Maintenance. We know about that. Cataclysm, same thing. Oh, okay, and they announced a release date. I didn't see this one. 17th. So what's that, 3 weeks? Yeah, next week. 2 weeks. Dastardly duos, that's it, yeah. The world's meanest villains are teamed up and back for revenge. Meet in Storm and Orgrimmar Dornigal. I wouldn't mind trying this and checking it out. It's a better Brawlers Guild. Oh, that's cool. I wouldn't mind checking it out. Where do I do it?
What is your command?
Dark Flame Cleft. TBC. Call of the World Soul. It's by the PvP vendors. Oh, that's cool. We'll take a look at it. Not sure what all this is. Not gonna be doing that anyway. Sebastian, what's up, buddy? Welcome. Can't mount there for some reason. Or here. Okay, we're mounted. Okay, let's go open vault first, and then we'll go take a look at that new thing. So what's everybody's weekend look like? Everything good? Hopefully you guys had a good weekend. I don't think I've ever seen that. It must be, yeah, that's from a small token awarded by the BEO to those who dedicate their entire lives to service. 85-year tenure ring. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good gift. But yeah, we don't want any of this stuff, so another socket. I think we only have one socket left available, so... what is it for again?
My directive is to serve.
Helmet, bracer, belt. That's it? 3 items? Helmet. Okay, bracer. Okay.
Return
Alright.
and peruse my inventory again.
Take the socket. Mythic Keystone, also DFC. That's funny. That's the quest we just picked up. They let you socket jewelry now by buying the items. Yeah, I know. Okay, so that's... It's kind of weird. So the socket item is like really very limited use. But still, it's a free socket. So that's our last one. Sad. Yeah. Definitely agreed. Hey Rasbara, welcome. How the hell are you? Let's go purchase
I have an extended supply
Versatile
of
Amber.
for Outlanders.
I actually remembered the name of the gem. Big step up. Gonna have to start taking Fit 45 rune next week. Yeah, definitely. Don't know what I'm gonna take. Yeah. Good. Starting my 12s on Blood Death Night. Sweet. Guess what I got from Black Money Auction House? The ZG mount. It's the only thing you and I ever consistently talk about, so it must be it. What do you think Blizzard could do to shake up Mythic Plus enough to make it feel new again? I don't think they need to. The Brutusar Auction House mount. Oh, wow. Like the original one. What the fuck? Didn't even know that was on there. That's crazy. That's like invaluable, right? Because you can't even get that anymore, right?
Any lucky doos you like?
A great day ahead. A great day of keys ahead, hopefully. Well, we're actually going to take a little minute here. I'm going to take a look at this new Brawlers Guild looking thing.
Good fortune to our friends.
We can try out the second tank raid trinket this week. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah. You need 3 of those, right? Yeah, cool. Okay, PvP vendors. Where is this at? This is the PvP stuff over here, isn't it?
Is your query crucial? Cycle search.
Down here. Oh, okay. Look at the green. It's a good color. Woden. I'd like to order food delivery. What? One of my burgers will fill you up with strength and power, no doubt. I'll have one waiting for you on the Dastardly Doer state. Oh, that's crazy. Anyway, cowardly cherry bombs. Goblins love bombs, I get that, but does everything have to blow up? Do me a favor, in the next Dastardly Duos match you enter, find a cherry bomb inside one of the wooden tree plant and planter props. After you find the bomb, but before it blows up, smack it for me. Don't worry, they're cowards. Already like achievement type things to do in these? Let's see. Who are the Dastardly Duos? Great question. Here's how to find out. Talk to Ziggy Maru and sign up to fight the Dastardly Duos. Because you're new to this, let me give you a list of Dastardly tasks to do while you're in there. Good luck. Maybe I'll see you on the other side.
You want to compete? You know where to find me. I hear you.
Hey Sean, welcome. Even WoW has DoorDash now? Yeah, that's crazy. Before tokens came out and box prices ballooned. My biggest come up from Black Money was Plagued Proto Drake. Whoa. I wish I was recording when I signed up for an early morning 10 DFC. Me too. Okay, entered the Dastardly Duo. So this is like instance content? That's the one you want me to try, Jix? Cool, we'll take a look at it hopefully at some point. Enter the dome. Who the fuck are these clowns? Resto Druid? Great video this weekend. I'm glad you liked it, right guy? What do? We kill shit? Are we meant to actually tank this then? Done. Fun start. What is that thing? We have to attack this? Palm tree or something? Please stop stunning me. What is this? New PvE feature, I guess? Not, to be honest, not very sure. I just heard people talk about it. I had not heard about it since. Cherry bombs collected. Kick a cherry bomb. Kill all the trash. Oh, it's like actually telling us how to complete the stage or whatever. Feels good to have 2 death grips again, man. Okay, that's fucking annoying. Stuns in PvE, man, not fun. Why did the bodies stay there? I'm also getting reputation with the Alliance. What the hell? A lot of people are excited about housing. What new feature could Blizzard add that would get you excited? The only thing I want that's not in the game currently is classic Chromie time. The ability to go back to all the old content that had been removed and do it again and receive its rewards again. That's the only thing that would make me like surprised to see return. Otherwise, I'm along for the ride. Oh wait, Baron Silverlane. That's like, oh, Breathlegore. It's like a bunch of mobs from SFK, which is a cool idea, but when we're fighting them here, it's like not really. What is that? It's not. It doesn't feel like we're actually fighting an SFK boss. I don't like this setting much at all, to be honest. comment says WoW is in maintenance. So I have no idea. I guess it was. I don't know. I was sitting here from 11:30 to whenever I went live. And I was like, ah, man, I guess I'm just going to sit here. I didn't want to start it too soon. Because I didn't want to end up wasting, like, even more time. And then I just randomly logged on at like 11:45 or something, and it was up. I was like, wait, well, how fucking long has it been up? They were involved in the Goblins short story they released a few months ago. I think they have a base of operations down here or something. Who? These characters? No, these guys are from SFK. I think it's meant to be like, it's like random bosses from the past. Yeah, because now we're fighting it. Yeah, now we're fighting, Hellfire Ramparts. Kind of cool, actually. And Glub Talk? Wait, who's that one? That's from Shattered Halls, right? I don't know who this guy from. But we're getting a bleed stacking or heal reduction. Goblin Zapper. Followers do so little damage. Oh yeah. I can't hide you now. I mean, we're gonna just die to whatever's happening here. Can we like kite? A funner leveling experience in Chromie time would be to extend Mythic Plus to all leveling dungeons. Not for me. I like soloing leveling content. I want to be solo. Personally. What is this blue thing? It stuns you if you get hit by it, I guess. Oh, and they're trying to like knock me back into it. I like that they're still using the old voice lines though. It's kind of cool. I really wish this just took place in a different setting, because it seems kind of neat otherwise. This is not. This is what Black. What is this? Blood Talk. Who the hell is this? Sounds familiar. We're getting like score, I guess, from beating it fast or something. No. Wait, what does it do? Oh, it does like a flat damage. Yeah, I really... They did a good job with the music, but man. I don't like the goblin stuff, unfortunately. Okay, defeat the Dastardlies. Defeat at least 4 bosses.
I got so excited I forgot to place a bet.
What the hell? Look at this. Oh, that's kind of cool. Avoid a lot of dying. Use challenging foods. This is like not too bad, huh? Oh shit. Oh no, now we gotta look up what the transmogs are, huh? Okay, let's do it again. Is it gonna be the exact same again? I think it probably changes, right? Yeah, it sounds like it's like a fake event, right? I heard nothing about this somehow. Yeah, the servers are up, guys. If you're on US, they're up.
You ready for our rumble?
Can we do it again? Oh wait, we didn't like finish the quest. Drink a Dastardly potion? What does that mean? I don't know. There's like all kinds of stuff to it, I guess.
Paid if you don't throw a
It's not just kill stuff.
Be seeing ya. Talk to me.
Now we got more items. Oh, there's transmog here as well. Those are just like, you literally just buy those, okay. So plenty of those currencies.
Stay away from the voodoo.
Or new transmogs there as well. Where is the food that he was supposed to give me? Like, was it inside the instance somewhere?
Looks like you're itching for a fight.
I want to be famous, yeah. If you get high enough score, pay me a little, then fame is in your future.
I'm always looking for more contenders.
Fiendishly famous. Cherry bombs collect more cheers from you. Hey, Kamari, what's up, buddy? Okay, well, I want to do it again. How do we do it again? Talk to this person? It's not going to be the same ones, right? Or is it going to be the same ones every time? Presumably it's going to be different each time, but maybe each week it changes or something? Okay, Dastardly food. Beefy burger. Oh. Well, that's overpowered as shit. Cake from a fan? Oh. Wait, I got a different one, I see. So we get, oh wow, we're fast as fuck. Yeah, but obviously we just want more damage. Your maximum item level is 619 for this match. Oh. Okay. Why are you facing over here? We can't go that way. I think the one Goblin's voice actor is from Invader Zim. Oh, really? Oh, there's a drink over here. Bottle of invisibility? Oh, my God, these are overpowered. Movement speed again? Why would we want to be invisible? How would that help us? So 5% of our health every 6 well, that's kind of long, but I guess we'll be fast as fuck. Can we take both of these? Oh my God. We don't need this speed. It's too much. That's kind of crazy though. All right. Let's try it again. Looks like the same mobs. If it's the same mobs, we won't. I won't enjoy that, but I think we want to do it fast, right? So like, yeah, why not pull all of them? I'm not sure what like these trees are. Those are NPCs? Yeah, they're on your team, yeah. It'd be cool to try it alone, but I guess that's too much for us. I kind of like having a little squad though, because they're like attacking other things for us. Not exactly sure what the point of these are. We have to destroy props. I guess it's just for an achievement. What is the point of the corpse lasting though? Oh yeah, it's Galgar again. Galgamar. That's unfortunate. Is that just bad luck or something? How'd the vault go? Another socket. Yeah, we're probably done getting gear from the vault. There's 1 or 2 items we could still use, but it would be very unlikely. What is this? What the hell? Is that doing a lot of damage? I can't even tell. Helps us drop stacks of the healing debuff though. This is from Classic. Or from TB, no, from Cataclysm somewhere, right? Glove Talk? I don't know from where though. Is it from like Dead Mines or something? Cataclysm's classic dungeons had all these like way overboard, fiery, and like these kind of visuals, so definitely seems like, oh. Okay, it's like a different thing altogether now. It is from Dead Mines, got it. And we could like use this horn. Metro Knight summons reinforcements. Wait, did it summon reinforcements for us or for them? I thought it was going to summon more enemies to fight. What are you doing right now? We're checking out the new feature or whatever. Yeah, okay, same shit as before, unfortunately. That's disappointing. I don't know if it's weekly or you have to change it in some way. Yeah, I don't remember what it's called, but it's some new feature that they just added today. What does it do? I have no idea. I just heard about it for the first time, like, yesterday. I think it's just fun. Brawlers Guild type stuff. Just for mount. Yeah, well, we did just get this. Which I'm pretty sure is from Dead Mines. I guess the stuff's still in the game, but I'm hoping that there might be something that's not in the game. Yeah, Dastardly duos, that's it. But I don't understand what the duo is, but yeah. We're fighting a lot of more than just two things. It's cool that Blizzard takes the time to make shit like this. But I just feel like so many people probably ignore it. Like, the fact that I didn't know about it until yesterday is like, was this on the PTR? Like, I didn't even hear about it. And then the patch is 2 weeks from now as well. What's like the major thing coming with that? The belt thing? I didn't know anything about it until you streamed it today. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's kind of sad, right? Bracer of just rewards. So yeah, there's like a lot of... Well, I guess it's not. We didn't get transmog that time. Late wrist. Those are good though. 632. Better than that fucking Death Knight in the key we reviewed yesterday. I don't know what the score component is though. Is there actually like a leaderboard or something? Hey Kyle and Oscar, welcome. I don't know, it's cool. I just wish it was in a different location. The Torghast problem all over again. But that's cool. Turn this in, then go do some keys.
You want to compete?
There's not like any questing or anything, it looks like. Dastardly banner. Oh shit, that looks cool. I just came back after not playing since launch, so all this catch-up gear will be quite nice, yeah. Not sure how it works, to be honest. We got another... It's a champion piece. 645. Just from finishing the quest. Well, we'll keep an eye on this, because this is a really interesting idea. We already got a 632 weapon and 632 wrists. And I'm pretty sure this is a TBC or a Dead Mines visual. Yeah, we gotta turn the music back on. Alright. Got a bank full of stuff we'll never use because we don't have any alts, but... I don't know why. These keys only stack to 10. Calm the fuck on, brother. That's ridiculous. But whatever. Let's get some keys in now. Some actual keys, not those keys. We actually have DFC 16, which we have done already, but we just did that for the first time last week. We still need Priory and Top. And then we'll have Resilient 16, which would be cool. Then it's just, oh my god, can't you imagine? Considering how hard the 16s have been. Just gonna be getting 16s over and over again, I guess, at that point. Alright, what should we take? Ooh, Evoker. We must have played with this guy before because I recognize that B-Res-Luster comment, but we'll take him. Blood Elves have always been my main, but I'm trying out some Wrestler Shaman and Holy Priest, and that's been pretty fun. Oh, cool. There's a lot of great animations and stuff on classes, so make sure you enjoy them all. So many good ones over the years. Been struggling with 17s. Toxicity level has been increasing noticeably. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I haven't noticed anything yet, but... Hey, JL, welcome. Okay, we'll take, like, Hunter. Balanced Druid, maybe. Just as much as we can get out of the beginning would be nice. The MDI was wild this weekend. Oh, tell me about it. What happened? Is it over now, or is there still more? Just dusted off my Blood Death Knight I used in Dragonflight Season 3. Leveling and gearing it. It's fun. Sweet. Yeah, it is fun to gear and level a Blood Death Knight. I agree with that. What spec do you prioritize as DPS? I don't, really. First time ever winner was from a tiebreaker. Oh, a time tiebreaker. What the fuck? So it was like... down to the second? Is that what you're saying? What the hell? Death Knight would be nice, but that guy's not quite there yet. Echo needed to do a 21:55 seconds to take first place on the last run of the day. They ran a perfect run and did it 2 minutes faster and won by 45 seconds overall. Wow. That's cool. It always comes down to a tiebreaker. I've been avoiding rep pallies like dodging COVID and dodging COVID. Yeah, ret's usually a really good pick, but I don't think they bring much for us this key. We'll see what other options we have. Oh, like they both had 21 Cinder Brews and the winner had to have it done slightly faster than the other one. Is that how it works? Isn't mandatory also Echo? Oh, is that a team name? Mandatory? The Great Push format has always had one team with a higher point total before this one. Balanced Druid is nice for the Vortex. Yep. Yeah, that's what I would like to get. Mage and Balanced Druid. They both had the same amount of points, so time tiebreaker occurred. Damn. Well, that's cool. I've heard from some that the keys no longer depleting has made it much harder to find people for mid-range keys, since once people get up the higher keys, they aren't going to get knocked back down. Yeah, I think that's a problem, but I think it's probably not a big problem because everybody still needs the same keys that they've always needed, you know? It's not like keys have suddenly changed in that way. I love your Chris Cornell cover. Ooh, what, from season 1's Disband review? Like a Stone, one of the best songs. MDI is a snooze fest. How can you watch that? Yeah, I don't enjoy it, but I know. I actually like the Great Push better than the MDI at least, so I'm glad they're doing that now. Anything good from the vault? No. Yeah, we're pretty much done with gear for the season. They also timed their 23 mother load by less than a second after someone failed to slam the thing in the intermission on the last boss. Oh, like he missed one of the 3. Holy shit, that's brutal. Okay, I guess this guy's not coming back or something. I've heard from some that... Oh, you asked that, and I already reacted to that, but then you also said, has that been your experience? Well, I don't know. I don't... Like, do you mean keys higher or lower than mine, or what? Like, I haven't experienced that at all now. There's still, like... It's only helpful for people who actually aren't doing their own key, I think. Or it's only harmful for people who aren't doing their own key. But I've just been doing my own key now. Any rating in the future? Nope. Yeah, no, that's never going to change. Those are permanent changes in my life that will not... I'll never go back to rating now. It's, like I said, it's not even just about time either. It's just about interest. Like, tanking a raid is simply not fun. And doing it in a pug setting is absurdly unfun, so... Won't ever be raiding again. I don't have time for a guild. That's the thing I don't have time for, but also have no interest. I dislike raiding too, but they made all BIS trinkets from raid. Yeah, I mean, I just operate within my means. Like, that's the way I've always looked at it. If I can't get a piece of item, like, I'm not going to say, like, well, I'm not complete until I get it or something like that. You know what I mean? This is my best in slot. This is what I have access to. And it does seem like now they're going to be offering, I hope they'll do this catch up with the dinar type system each season. So that'd be kind of cool. If there's big outlier trinkets. What are your thoughts on Resilient Keystones? Yeah. Nothing new. No new thoughts on that since the beginning of the season. But I'm obviously benefiting from it. My raiding days are over. Did the heroic liberation of Undermine and got my fill. I used to love them 20 years ago, but I'm over it. Yeah, unfortunately, the thing I used to love about raiding was like the grandness, like the big feel of it, you know, like everybody's working towards the same goal and everybody's cheering each other on, and it felt like a big team activity. But yeah, my last few experiences of raiding were quite the opposite of that, sadly. Cartel chips, yeah, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, the dinar system, style system, I think is a really cool idea. And so if they keep doing that, then that'd be really good for, I think, anybody who doesn't raid a lot, like me. We can get an item or two. It's like literally only Rep Pally signing up, okay. Yesterday I played 4 hours. I went to golf yesterday, so I played like 4 hours of golf, maybe more like 5 because I went to the range and everything beforehand. So a couple hours of golf. Then my uncle had reminded me that his daughter's graduation was Wednesday, and it's supposed to be like 85 Wednesday, and it's quite nice out today, although it's not as hot as I thought it was going to be today. So I was like, all right, well, I'm going to play. So I played basketball Sunday, golf Monday. I'm going to play basketball Tuesday and Wednesday then with the temperatures being high. But then tonight I have something come up, so I'm not going to be able to do that tonight. And then tomorrow is her graduation. So it's like, okay, well, now I'm not able to play basketball at all either day. So I said, fuck it. After playing 4 or 5 hours of golf yesterday, I went to the park for probably about 4 hours as well yesterday. So I'm worn out now, but had a good day yesterday, a very athletic day. Hopefully my guild kills Mythic Galagus tonight. Oh yeah. Is this, like, what is the buff at? Like, it's really high by now, right? Do you think golf is a nice way to do networking? Not for me, because I'm like deeply antisocial. I have like serious social anxiety, so I don't like. We were playing with my uncle and his friend, and we had no fourth player. But my uncle's friend was at the course when we were, and he was gonna play alone, so he just teamed up with us. And the guy was a nice guy. Like, I don't know, I didn't really have any issues with it, but it was like we didn't speak. You know what I mean? Like, I did not talk to him. I didn't communicate with him. So yeah, not for me, but maybe for others. I think the idea, like, I'm not really sure why people say that, to be honest, because like you're not going to run into like random people on the golf course that you're going to be able to do something with. And I think most people golfing are going to want to focus on golf. But I know there's like this weird subsect of golfers who only golf to, like, I don't know, spend time with their boss for some reason. And so that could be a good, like, a friendship builder, but you're not going to like talk about business while you're golfing, right? Like, I don't know. If you do, you're just slow as fuck and people are gonna hit into you and stuff. You gotta still focus on golf. Sadly, my hand isn't healing fast. Oh, really? Is it not getting any better? Well, all good, man. Like I said, you don't have to worry about it. Like I said, I don't even know what we would do, but there's been a consistent activity here at the park here, but it's usually in the evenings. Like, I've stopped going early. I was early going at like 2, but then there wouldn't really be people there till like 5 or 6. And then like a bunch of the regulars kind of all clocked onto that. Like, oh, okay, people don't really come. Like, It just take 1 or 2 people to not come till late, and then everybody's like, nah, no, I'm not coming till late now. So like I went down last night at 6 after I ate dinner after golf. So I ate or played golf for 4 hours, ate like fucking 2,000 calories because I was starving, and then played basketball for 4 hours. And I got there in the first 35, 40 minutes. There wasn't anybody there at all. It was just like young, like 6th graders or something that weren't playing basketball. It was like little league game or something. Not even, it's like very small kids game at the baseball field. And then people showed up at like 6:30 and we played for about 3 hours together.
Unraveling the Earthen's past and decoding the Titan's designs is crucial.
I never played golf. Does mini golf count? No, basically not. Mini golf is not, I wouldn't even consider that golf at that point. It's like kind of like the rules of golf, but like nothing else about golf is similar. Mini golf's fun too though. Every weekend when I drive down to play basketball on Sunday, I drive by a mini golf course on the way down, and it looks really nice. I want to stop maybe someday. I love LFR at reset. Already done my 4 bosses. Nice. Cracking 12s now as new Blood Death Knight tank, thanks to you. Although I chose Sandland, so fun, it's insane. Sweet. Well, cool. Make sure you record your runs. If you have anything crazy that runs up on you, let me know. And if you need any tips, feel free to submit that kind of video too. Mini golf is fun, yeah. I don't know, I played mini golf a lot when I was really young. And then I played it again for the first time in like a billion years, like 3 years ago, I think it was. It's like 2.5, yeah, no, it had to be like 3 years ago. And man, after actually golfing, it was like, oh, this is awful. This is fucking awful. Like, cause I don't know, I guess maybe it depends on the place, but it was like so, like you just stood there and waited. Like it was like the hole took like 2 minutes, and like then it would be 5 minutes of waiting. And everybody that we were playing with kept like hitting the ball like over the hole, like the walls of the hole were not like containing the ball and stuff. So we had to like keep chasing our balls down like the paths and the sidewalks and stuff. I was like, all right, this is not fun. Don't you need a lot of gear to start golf? I mean, you need clubs, yeah. You need clubs, and then everything else you would just need. Like, you would need clubs every time, but only one purchase. Whereas balls and gloves and shoes and, well, I mean, shoes you only need 1 pair of, really. But, yeah, there's a lot of, like, renewable things that you need to have for golf as well. I've gotten down to a science, so, like, I found enough, like, shitty golf balls that I can just hit those on holes I really... Like, yesterday I played golf, and I lost 3 golf balls, but none of the ones I actually cared about. So what I do is I just play with the ones I like on the holes I'm confident I won't lose a ball on. And, you know, you might still lose a ball here and there, but, you know, I'm confident enough that I won't. Where are we going? Wrong place. And then the holes I'm pretty regularly losing balls on, I just use the shitty ones. And like clockwork, I did... Where did I lose the 3rd one at? I might not have even lost 3. I lost one. There's a stupid-ass fucking par 3 back into the wind, and it's like 180 yards on the normal day, and then it was really windy. So I literally, like, I teed it up, and everybody was like trying to coach my ball onto the green, and I was like, nah, I'm not reaching this. Like, I'm literally not going to hit this green. I had to hit a fucking 3 hybrid into the wind. It's like, I'm not hitting the green. The ball's going in the water. So I know I'm losing a ball there. That actually maybe, is that even the only one? Oh yeah, no, and then I just like sliced one into oblivion on 9. So I think I only lost 2, but yeah. Not balls I cared about. I'm not allowed to play. I'm banned from attempting to golf at multiple Topgolf locations. Wait, why? What the hell is that? How do you get banned from multiple locations? I put the upgraded 671 version in Discord. Oh yeah. I'll check that out. Probably, I imagine that won't be today, unfortunately, but we'll see how it goes. I do have something I need to do IRL, so I have to get off right at 4 today. But we should have a good stream in. I've broken several clubs. What, off the ground while swinging them or something? How do you break them? When I used to golf, I never kept score, just counting how many balls I lost. So you're a vandal. So if you're seriously interested in getting into golf, I would look into, it's called the Callaway Edge. Or that's like the name of the set, Callaway Edge. It's an incredibly good set, and it's extremely cheap compared to like each individual club being purchased. You get pretty much a full set of clubs. Like I think it's missing. Yeah, there's no 5-iron. You get 5 hybrid. Yeah, I mean, all right. I mean, there's some things that you probably don't need in this set, but it's really, really good. It's from Costco, and well, I guess you can buy it from Callaway directly now. Oh yeah, Callaway pre-owned has it now. But yeah, really, 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 really. This is like a top-end golf set, and it's like a tenth of the price of what it would cost. Yeah, that's rough to be breaking clubs from missing the golf ball. I never heard that. Callaway Edge or Callaway Pre-Owned is a 6 site for used clubs. Yep. Yeah, Pre-Owned is great, but those are all like high-end clubs. So even, you know, if you're gonna build a full set, it's still gonna be like over $1,000 probably. Good morning, sir. I need to take some time off work so I can hop in one of your pugs. Oh, yeah. All right, let's see what happens here. Golf clubs are like guitars. 95% of the skill is in the hands themselves. True, but recently, like within the last like 15 years, especially, golf clubs have dramatically improved in terms of forgiveness. And that's what's great about those. Like, if you're gonna buy like a beginner's set, they're gonna have like very minimal tech for forgiveness in them. So you may be in a position where you're like immediately having less fun than if you just spent maybe another couple $100 on this set, because now your misses are drastically worse, and that's gonna be very common when you're brand new to the sport, basically. Golf sounds interesting. My last go-to sport was gambling. Is that a sport?
Beware.
I have a 2-iron from the 80s. I've nicknamed the wrist breaker. Hitting hard here. What is this? Some dot from the small mobs.
Beware.
Well, good thing I invited the mage, the hunter, and the death knight, who did not help us stop those mobs getting knocked around once in this first pull. Poker's on ESPN. That sounds like a sport to me. Oh yeah, well, poker's a little different. We have this conversation every once in a while on this channel, but like, what's the line for like sport versus activity for you guys? Like, for me, it has to be physical. If it does not require you to be in physical shape, it is in any way. Even if it's just like, you know, like golf you can definitely be out of shape and still golf, but like it's still a physical activity. Then still a sport, but like poker, I would say like maybe like outside of having eyeballs or hands, like I don't know what else you would need, so I would not consider that a sport. What about esports? Yeah, that's why it's a different classification in my eyes. Yeah, chess definitely not a sport in my eyes. I don't know why mages don't use Nova on the knockback. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Same reason they play a mage in the first place, probably. So not first base, was that? Just started arm wrestling seriously a couple months ago, and was nervous, and my nervous system is always fried, I guess, after 4 hours to table practice. Amazing. Oh yeah. You mean like you're sore or something? You get 3.7 million absorbed per 30 seconds, and you get haste in between procs. Not physical. Sport is usually what I call a sport that doesn't take much or any athleticism. Yeah, I guess there's no like good phrase for not sport, but I just say activity. I always stick the fat, out of shape guy at first base. Oh, I get what you mean. Yeah. Yeah, that's been changing though in MLB as well. Some people view sports as competition. Yeah, I mean, so they're all competitions. But to be a sport, it has to be, in my eyes, something physical. What about fishing, trap shooting, hurling, etc.? What is trap shooting? I don't know. You would think that those would be considered sports. I don't know. It's a hard thing to classify. Competitive eating? That's a tough one. Yeah, that one might be the most difficult sport too out there, right? Speaking of, I don't know how many people here are going to recognize this name, but John Brinkus died. Do you guys know who that is? Hoping maybe Faxi does. Tomorrow night, GameStop is holding gaming trivia at 8 p.m. for gift cards and Mario Kart tournaments. Oh, that's cool. Game trivia, just like random games. Yeah, sports science, yeah. Really sad. I was like legitimately near tears yesterday when I read about it. Because if you guys aren't aware, he did an interview a while ago where he talked about being extremely close to committing suicide, like in the process of it. He had a noose around his neck and he was about to jump off his balcony or something like that. And his dog like found him and went nuts and started like biting him and ripping his shirt and grabbing him and shit. And it ultimately like saved his life. So it was like a crazy story to hear somebody talk about on TV, let alone, you know, somebody in that world. And then yeah, 2 years later he ultimately committed suicide anyway. Really sad. And we're about to wipe. Your camera's so bright. Yeah, hopefully that makes it a little bit better. My dog is one of the few reasons I'm alive. Oh yeah. I'm sorry to hear that. Do damage at the car. Good tip. Yeah, what is the overall on this? That mage. What's a bad invite? One form of shooting clay pigeons with shotguns. I really like skeet shooting, which is like trap shooting but with more angles. Oh, okay.
It's time. Go take Kendall.
Yeah, I've never done anything like that. I don't know shit about that. This is like the hardest part of the dungeon together, like all in one area, huh? The first area in general is like ridiculously hard compared to the rest. At food banks I volunteered at, they keep pet food because elderly people will feed their pets before themselves. Oh, really? Arcane is another bad invite. They see the MDI and think that's me. My second key with Arcane. Well, we've had good success with Arcane, unfortunately. That's like the only spec I would invite right now. But, yeah. Historically, Mage has been an absolutely horrible invite for us. Frost mages are the real Chads. Oh, really? Is that good or that's like good, right? Marks Hunter, Unholy, and Enhanced. Or what? Enhanced. Arcane. Is it just me or mages the new hunters? Mages have been the new hunters for like 10 years now. What did he say? Do damage at the car? I should keep... Stop it. Automatically putting it... Okay. The turbo boost was a mistake. People who didn't grind keys when it released got left behind with terrible players. Once you see it's all about riding the wave of good players, the magic is gone. Yeah, but that's pretty much true all the time with pugging. That's a pugging thing. Like, again, ultimately Blizzard does not really want us pugging, so that's just how it works, sadly. I always stand on the car and then continue to focus the boss as a warlock. Oh yeah. Yeah, you gotta be at the car. That's the joke there? Good joke. I think it's because Arcane is so flavor of the month and it's complex, so you have a ton of people re-rolling to Arcane and they have to stare at their bars to do their rotation. Yeah, that's probably the case. Yeah, that's how the start of the season works too. In fact, that's one of the things I always recommend is people playing like every waking hour you possibly can that first week to try to get ahead of the curve. Because it's gonna matter for sure. If you're lucky and get into a good group, they usually ask if they want to continue doing keys. Oh, really? I am genuinely not looking for that, so maybe I don't see it as much as I could, but I don't usually see that. I feel with the new resiliency system, if you fall behind the curve in keystone levels, you get terrible pugs. Now you see terrible pugs in 14s. Oh, really? Fire is the horrible one. They never do anything. Would rather take a frost and arcane every time. I definitely wouldn't take fire, yeah. Payday, what's up? Welcome. Hey, Dylan as well, welcome. It's not that bad. Arcane Surge equals everything dead. Oh, really? Poker is a sport? No. That one definitely not. I could say that. Like, that and chess, like, those ones are very clear cut in my eyes that no sport there, but missed 16 DFC yesterday after we got to the main room at 99% count within 30 seconds to spare after the boss. Couldn't find something to kill. Harry's got a great video on this channel from that same thing. It is fucking hilarious. It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. They're like running around in the dark trying to figure out a single mob kill. It's hilarious. There's a streamer who's playing Dix Priest. He's not really a good player, but now he's 3,600. Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously easy to get carried to out there. Yeah, that clip of Harry is one of the funniest things. It's so funny to see him like reacting to the fact that they like, and then he gets lost. Oh, it's just so funny, dude. He's like physically affected by how dark it is too. He's like, he's so funny. I love that guy. Okay, I guess we're not gonna have a lot of great options here. I advertised my key to try and create a push group, and it did not go well at all. Got a Death Knight doing 50% of tank DPS and throwing a hissy fit, blaming everyone else. The group lasted half a key. Dude, that would have been a fucking insane run to record and send in. You gotta do it again and try and record that. That would be crazy, actually. I would love to see how people react in keys that they... Like, cause like, what is it? How does it go? Like, you join it expecting to do like dozens of keys together, or what? Like, is that said beforehand, or how's that brought up? You're just flexing a different muscle when it comes to non-physical sports. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah. So like, here's how it works, right? And like in regular sports, you gotta flex both, whereas in non-physical sports, quote unquote, you flex only one. So. Like, obviously, like, esports are cool, and they're very competitive and very challenging, but you don't have to be in good physical shape to be good at esports, so. Whereas, like, to be the best basketball player, you have to be both extremely smart and extremely, like, mentally accurate accurate. High mental acuity is what I was kind of going for. And you also have to be very strong and lean and fast and resilient to injury and all that, you know. Don't think you can like tear your ACL playing poker, right? I did 8 Rookery yesterday on my Rat Brewmaster, and I was second in overall DPS. So wow, that was a good one to record probably. He was so chilled beforehand too. It completely caught me off guard. When I was doing challenge modes in MOP, I was getting really, really, really into dungeons at that point, and I did a Scholomance, and we did like 3 keys up until that point, and everybody was totally chill. Okay, like it was totally cool. Everything was calm, collected. We were crushing these. Then we get to Scholomance. We get to the Lillian Voss fight. I don't exactly remember what the problem was, but there was some problem. We had an enhanced shaman, or shaman, I think it was Ellie or whatever back then, and a Death Knight DPS. Okay, and we had one of them did something that was like not a good idea. It was like, nah, that's not how you should do this. That's for sure. Oh, I also forgot about the trading post. I need to go there. Anyway, one of them did something that was a bad idea. It did not wipe us. It didn't even really cause an issue, but it was like, oh shit, no, that's not what you're supposed to do. And the other guy, either the shaman or the Death Knight, can't remember which, was so fucking mad about it. It was like insane. And he started cursing out the other guy. And he was like, he started calling him a retard. He started calling him the N-word. It was like, what the fuck is going on here? We literally just did 3 dungeons together. Nobody said a word. Everything was super cool. And this guy made like one mistake. And this guy's like flaming him in voice chat now. We were all in Discord, and like ever since then I was like, okay, I'm not getting in Discord anymore. Like I'm not doing this because like it's so weird how absolutely nothing. It was really weird. No, not nachos. No, that's a food. That's totally different. Yeah. I started saying my bad even when it isn't my fault. The amount of arguments I would have diffused when we completed keys that otherwise would disband due to... Yes, I started doing that in basketball too. Last night actually. There's this guy that comes down the park. I don't know. He's like a little bit older than all the other kids. He's probably in his like mid-20s. And he is just like insane ego. I mean, he's quite like athletic, but he's not very good at basketball, to be honest. He's just like a freak athlete, but he's like not a very skilled basketball player. And he's always getting in disputes with these like 16-year-olds. And I was just like, so if he says anything, I was just like, I followed him. I'll just like, you know what I mean? Like he's not going to get in a fight with me. So I was just like, I'll just take the blame because I don't want these like young kids getting into a fight with an adult. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of ridiculous. I don't even know what the point of it is, but
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hope you're doing fine today. Hey Steve, what's up? Welcome. Paul says most competitive eaters are really thin. Yeah, so that's what made me bring up the John Brinkus thing, because one of the most famous sports science, or the ones that I remember the most, are the ones that he did about how you can be a competitive eater and how the physics and science of eating works. That was like the most fascinating one, and I was really sad to hear about his death.
Beware.
Sad doesn't even describe it. Like I was near tears yesterday when I read about that, because I remember it's such a crazy story to talk about him surviving suicide, basically all because of his dog, and then 2 years later, all that happening.
Beware.
The only bad thing is their ego goes up even more, but only for the benefit of the group. You can put the blame on me. Oh yeah, Akon, right? Akon and what was it? Akon and Young Jeezy. Remember that? If you're looking for me, I'll be on the track with my thing cocked, possibly sitting on the track. I don't know the lyrics, but that was really a hot song back in the day.
Beware.
Worst case, we can grab your 1 meal a day if you want. Yeah, whatever, man. Yeah, I'll definitely be here one way or the other, so. I can come down to you. You can come up, whatever you want. Just let me know when you're around. It's coming up, right? When is that? When is that supposed to be? Next week?
Beware.
Now I gotta go listen to that song. Title is skyrocketed. I was 30 behind on Friday. I left for vacation. Now I'm 67. Oh, June 23rd. Okay, you got a while still. Take vitamin C. Unsung hero for recovering from injuries. A lot of people don't know it. Thinking about not renting a car if I can't basketball. Yeah, I can come down there, no problem. McDonald's snack wraps back for good starting the 10th. Oh shit. NA title has gone up 200 scores since the turbo boost started. Holy shit. Although I guess I've gone up 200 score too, right? Where were we at before the boost? I remember we were struggling to get even 115 done. We had one done and that was it. And now we're hopefully gonna finish 16 soon.
Beware.
I was 3,200. Okay. So not quite 200 yet, but it'll be going up soon, hopefully. McCrispy strips, worst thing I've gotten in a long time. Oh really? I thought they were gonna be good. I fucking hate McDonald's. Like I really don't like the company.
Beware.
But I used to love their chicken selects when I was young. I don't know what they were actually called. I think that was what the name of it was. Selects. I'm close to resilient 18. Nice. This feels so unfair. Seeing those healing numbers, I can peak at 2 million HPS in a 4, struggling like crazy. And here's the healer doing less than a 15. Yeah, we made a video on it yesterday. I don't know if you saw it, but these guys were doing a combined 3 million HPS regularly in the dungeon, and they were getting farmed in it too. Have you watched The Founder? No. Is that about BlackRock Founder or something? Chicken selects with honey mustard was my jam. Yeah, I used to love those. Is this the new thing? Are they different? They're not the same? I thought they were going to be the same. Tooltip after you proc the trinket is hilarious. Oh yeah. People actually use defensives and high keys. It's amazing how much it allows you to do as a healer. Yeah, and kill times aren't that much longer either. It's funny. If you watch some of these 2s that we get submitted, they're still like 2-minute fights sometimes. So it's like, okay, we're basically fighting the same length. The only good Blackrock is Blackrock Mountain. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of BRD, man. Make sure you guys stay tuned to the second channel. We are doing some crazy shit on that channel right now. And yeah, BRD is coming, so stay tuned. That's the movie about Ray Kroc and how he forcibly took over McDonald's by pushing out the original founders. Oh, yeah, I've never seen that. It sounds like that's a bad thing, right? Is that a bad thing that he did that? Shoot, that's why YouTube is better. I can rewind and look at the vault myself. Oh yeah, I didn't get anything. Sorry, I missed that first comment, but... No, we're not. We're done with gear at this point. With no Titan forging, our season is over gearing-wise. I guess we will get the belt or whatever 2 weeks from now. I still don't even have the upgraded Twilight Devastation, so I don't know if we might even have time for this stuff. Manufacturer's warning: try taking less damage. That's Ray Kroc. He was a slimy dude. He shafted the original McDonald's owners. That boss got melted. Yeah, we're doing good damage in this group. Twitch is going to implement a rewind capability for turbo members and subs. Oh my god, seriously? So you have to pay to be able to use like basic ass features? I fucking hate Twitch, man. I think I hate McDonald's more, but man, there's a couple companies out there that just really make me want to support them zero. I will say, in terms of supporting major companies though, I am now a Fire tier member, rewards member of Taco Bell. Got my free quesadilla. Pretty exciting. Saving like $4 on an order now. What's the McDonald's hate? It's hard to go over it all, to be honest, but yeah, TLDR, the thing that really turns me off about McDonald's is how they intentionally, like, they went way out of their way to target like impoverished youth, like young kids, especially of parents who are either not wealthy or lackadaisical in their childhood's upbringing, and it's caused like severe stress on the like American health, basically. You know what I mean? It's really shocking that there's not been any like crazy big lawsuits, but I'm sure the company's just got enough money to put it all down. How does Taco Bell have the best chicken and fries in the game currently? Do they have fries? I didn't even know they have fries. But yeah, the chicken nuggets are actually great. The nacho fries. Oh, okay. I guess I haven't had those. Is it really? I should try it, huh? You know what? I've had them on things. Like I had like a Crunchwrap with one on it or something. With a couple on it. KFC's good too, yeah. Taco Bell in Europe does like nacho-shaped chicken bites. They're pretty good. Oh, nice. Mexican pizza. I've heard a lot of people talk about Mexican pizza, you know. You reminded me I have Taco Bell burrito in the fridge for lunch. Nice. I got Papa John's over the weekend and it was meh. Oh yeah. There's no Papa John's near me anymore, sadly. Or probably for the best, to be honest, but Wendy's, fresh Wendy's fries are number one. They used to, I loved them back in the day. When I was first working at the office, like 2015 probably. Oh, I would get Wendy's all the time. The Wendy's was like in walking distance from the office. And I would get Wendy's probably like once a week. Holy shit, it was like the best fries anywhere. But then, like, when I started getting Wendy's every Tuesday because I was going from stream to raid, it felt like the products were going like way down in quality. That's the same Wendy's, but the fries would always be soggy and they wouldn't have like much salt on them and stuff. Like they wouldn't taste very good. It was, yeah, I don't know. I think I'm done with like fast food burger places. Taco Bell's probably not better quality, but it's just different food, so it's easier to enjoy it. Oh, Five Guys Cajun fries. I haven't had them. Are they good? The regular fries are so good, it's hard to get anything else. We recently got the first Chick-fil-A outside North America here in Ireland. Oh, yeah? Chick-fil-A? Oh, what the hell? I don't like what? That's not a wipe. Okay, interesting. We have to stack. But nobody hit anything. What do you mean? Don't you just have to hit something? Papa John did have a good deal. $13. Buy one, get one medium free pizza. Nice. Chick says they're insane about the Cajun fries. I have to try them, I guess. Maybe I'll go up and just get a small thing of fries. How the hell did you live that? Like, was it the Spirit Link? I guess it just doesn't do a lot of damage. It didn't even look dangerous. Cajun fries are really good, but I asked for light seasoning. They loaded on. Oh yeah, would it be like heartburn inducing? I used to get heartburn from like Wendy's or from Arby's fries all the time. I imagine they're similar, right? Beware. Chick-fil-A's new. What's going on here? People aren't even taking damage though. I'm confused. Do you eat before stream or after? 99.9% of the time I eat after stream, but I ate Taco Bell breakfast this morning because I did not. I have to go somewhere after stream, so I wouldn't be able to eat till like 7 o'clock, and I didn't want to be hungry going to this place. I dipped them in malt vinegar and ketchup. Ooh, that sounds good. I love vinegar on fries. Do they have vinegar there, or where do you bring it? Or I don't think I've ever seen anybody even take damage from it. So I'm not like, was that not even a problem? It's just like seems like the damage is not there. Like you can just survive that 100%. Taco Bell breakfast crunch wraps are really good. The burritos. I've had, I think all of their breakfast offerings now, and I like them all, to be honest. They have bottles and to-go containers. Oh, sweet. I went to, maybe that was Friday. Yeah, was it Friday? No, it couldn't have been Friday. I don't know when it was. But yeah, I had, Five Guys. Maybe it was last Friday, 2 weeks ago. And I just took like a big container of peanuts. Because like I like the peanuts, but I didn't want to eat there. So I just took like a big thing of peanuts and walked out with them after getting the burgers. Arby's in my town just closed down yesterday. Oh, really? I used to love Arby's when I was young, but it was my dad who always loved it, I think, so haven't had it since a long time now. Five Guys has a sus name. Suspicious, you mean? Why? They might be involved in like major crimes. All five of those men. It makes the fries excessively salty if they go overboard with the Cajun fries. Oh yeah, the seasoning. Well, I guess if it's just salt, it's not that the end of the world for me, but yeah, I don't want to get like heartburn from it. If you don't tag the big candle guy first on the pull, it just dies. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Beware. Beware. Beware.
My theory for Chick-fil-A is coming to Ireland first is that a lot of our stores will close on Sundays for religious reasons. Ah, so that's a good place to start. I'll tell you, the whole close on Sunday thing is absolute nonsense. I hate that. Sundays are reliably the time when I'm out shopping and doing things. And so if your business is closed on Sunday, then I do not consider it open. Like, I'm not going to go there on fucking Tuesday, so.
Beware.
But what's the point of that? Like, do you lose something if you tag them or you don't lose something? I don't get it. It can only when somebody will come. Metro walked into a Target on Sunday and somehow they had a Team Rocket ETB in stock. Oh, really? Yeah, I've just given up entirely. Now that I'm fucking super broke again, I don't know. Pokemon cards and me have split ways. Like I said, I still have a bunch of stuff in the house, but I just have like no desire to do it. It's like so much work to open a bunch of packs as well. There's always so much waste. I can't stand all the waste too. That's another big issue. When I got into it, I thought it was gonna be easier to just buy packs and that's it, but for some reason, I guess they just don't know how to fucking print product, so 90% of the packs I opened were from these bullshit boxes with all this plastic and cardboard waste. I just cannot stand that. So like you open 36 packs and then you end up having to throw like fucking 6 pounds of cardboard out and 10 things of plastic and you have to clean up all this shit. You know, it's like, yeah, the whole process didn't end up working out. I like Popeyes. They have really good wings. I really like that, the new wing thing they have. It saved time. This big candle doesn't give count, I think. Yeah, but he dies anyway. Right? What are we talking about here? How much money were you making with Pokemon cards? So it's like, I wasn't making money as they were, like, so here's what I was doing in case you guys don't remember the content or didn't watch or anything. Basically what I was doing was I was trying to find good deals on Pokemon cards such that I might break even by pulling top hits, okay? And so you're not going to make money like now unless you try to sell every single card you get. which I was trying to do at times too. But what I was trying to do was like, if I like, so let's put it this way: I probably put like $5,000 into it, and I have $10,000 worth of shit now. So you know, theoretically, I made $5,000. Obviously, I'm not gonna end up making $5,000, but you know, that's if I sold everything today. So yeah, like, that was what I was trying to do. Was basically just like have fun opening cards, make videos on the second channel, the third channel, whatever, and also give myself like something that like a bunch of time down the road I might be able to sell, and you know, kind of like a small retirement fund or something like that, you know. But yeah, I was regularly finding packs. Like basically, if I saw packs in the $3 range, I bought them, no matter what set they were, because that was like very easy to make money on, quote unquote, to break even on. But now you can't even find cards for MSRP. Like it's even stores like Target's ETB is $55 where MSRP is $50, you know, shit like that. So that's it. I'm done. Too much money. Your garbage can is full of plastic and cardboard. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like it really is. I fucking hate that. That was the thing that I always disliked the most about it. I do not like waste. Like everywhere in my life, I hate waste. Food, like, yeah. Gas, I hate getting more gas like than I need. Like, I don't know. I don't like anything about waste. So the fact that there was like built-in waste was always just a huge turnoff for me.
Time to flee to freedom. We can use big candle cart to escape.
Six minutes for double upgrade. Yeah, maybe. I can't imagine that would be on the table, but you never know. Watching grown-ass men run into stores and fight over cards is wild. Yep. Yeah, that was really. Once I saw that kind of shit happening, it got ridiculous. And it's like, to me, I totally 100% blame this on the Pokemon Company. Like, I don't know, they're just like fucking unaware that this shit is happening. Like, brother, you can't let people do this. You gotta make enough product. Like, if you want people to not kill each other over these cards, then make the fucking cards. Like, I don't get it. You're selling them the second they go out. Like, they're literally sold out within an hour of being listed anywhere on the planet. And you're like, yep, sorry, we're out. It's like, what do you mean you're out? It's fucking paper and ink. Make more. I don't understand. And the thing that really pissed me off was, like, I didn't realize how frequent the sets were coming out when I first got into it. It was like every month and a half or less sometimes there was a new set. And then there's still these shortages. It's like, brother, can you just make less sets? Like, I can't get the set that was out 3 months ago still. The whole business was fucked. It was a terrible idea from the company. I don't know how they're as popular as they are. Not sure how it got to this point. Is the Fury arms or yeah, he's warrior, he's Fury. They know exactly what's happening. I'm not a Pokemon fan, but it was all over the internet. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, and they just totally like, that's not our problem. That guy's he murdered a guy. Well, we didn't do that. Our thing's for kids. Our game's for kids. You guys are kids or no? They make them rare to sell for more money. That's what I mean, yeah. It's like they basically set this up and then they're like just not responding to the fact that people's lives are being affected by it. It was the same when PS5 couldn't get one for a couple years. Yeah, I've talked about this a ton with consoles and games in general. It's like, if you do this, I don't care about your product. I'm sorry. Like, I just don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna do this rat race bullshit where you're like camping out in front of stores for 6 hours the night before, and I'm just not gonna do that. Like, I don't really want your product enough, and I don't really look at that as like, it's not like a respectable business practice if you ask me. Have you ever considered that one ability timeline thing? Yeah, I don't think it really works. I watched some people submitted me some Blood Death Knight like people using it, and it's just like it doesn't work in my eyes. I'm a field player to such a degree that I think it would make it worse for me. I watched a video at Costco. I think it was supposed to be 10 packs a person max, and some dude ran up and grabbed like a whole pallet. Yeah, probably. I see these people walking out with actual pallets. It's like, how the fuck is this happening? It's funny to see two dorks beating each up. Well, yeah, and then you see these like fucking like fat dudes in Crocs like swinging at each other. People with like negative combat experience, like they look like a total fucking idiots getting into actual fist fights over cards. It's like, oh my god, it's just cringe. It's like makes you want to fucking uninstall IRL. Like these people are so fucking embarrassing. It makes the whole hobby look ridiculous. Yeah, the guy swung and he did 0 damage. Basically, that's a good way to put it. I actually played the TCG, and from that point of view, the hobby is pretty great. Yeah, well, it is actually great because there's like, I hadn't realized it until somewhat recently, but the cards are like the same, like the rare card and the non-rare card are the same actual playability. Which is quite cool. That's neat. That makes it really easy to get into playing it, doesn't it? Hey, Tealmer, what's up, buddy? Welcome. Keep up the amazing work. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. At least in Magic, they have a format called Pauper. Only commons can be used. I like that. Pauper. I played that a little bit. It's a cool idea. But you don't need to. In Pokemon, everything's Pauper. That's what I'm saying. The, like, special illustration rares are just, like, they're the exact same card as the commons or whatever. They're just, like, their art is what's special about them, I guess, is all. I don't know. Magic the Gathering seems like totally, like, the market in Magic the Gathering is all about the actual playability of the card, it seems. And I didn't know that when I first started selling cards. Hey Mark, welcome. The game is the cheapest TCG to play by far. World Champ decks are like $60 to $80. Yeah, that's awesome. That's great. I'm glad to hear that. Corey's Steel Cutter gives me nightmares. What's that? I will give up a 3K rating. Why? It's a new MTG card for Izzet, kind of running the meta a bit. Oh, okay. Kinda, but then you have secret layer cards that are just dumb, or SpongeBob cards, and it's just there to make money. I do want to get that. When does that Final Fantasy shit come out for Magic? Because I would not mind at least buying a Sephiroth card or something. That seems cool to have. Okay, well, we did fuck up at the very end there, but we got our upgrade. Found out yesterday most GameStop employees have no idea it used to be called Funko Land. Oh yeah, I had no idea either. Final Fantasy set is this upcoming weekend. Sweet. That was like, just invite whoever the... Oh, well, besides this guy. That was just invite whoever the fuck we want, and we ended up with a really good group. Besides that guy. Warrior's so shit, man. It's crazy. That guy lost by 1 million overall in a relatively small volume dungeon. That's crazy. Alright. Shaman, Rat, Havoc, Furry. Hey Roger, welcome. 15 should drop Mythic gear. Change my mind. No, they can't. It's just not possible to drop gear like that because then it would make raiding totally obsolete. If you could farm Mythic track gear like that. It would also make the vault obsolete. What would you want in the vault then at that point?
We will continue speaking later.
Yeah, it's just never going to be possible to farm Mythic track gear, unfortunately. It's too much of like an incentive. I think they need to find a way to turn her hero track gear into Mythic track gear, like with an upgrade token or something, but they'll never allow us to farm it. Mythic Plus kind of breaks the rules of gearing. Unfortunately. How many more do you need for Resilient 16? PSF and Theater, yeah. I'm not too sure. After I sold my cards, I only have 1 commander deck. Race to World First Raiders would be mandated to farm 15s. Right, yeah, that, like, yeah. Just doesn't work. Sadly. I got a Devoker to 3k. The consistent damage from pack to pack is really compelling. Oh, yeah. Thoughts on Omega Ruby and the Sapphire remakes? I tried playing them. I just can't get into the vanilla Pokemon games anymore. Played nothing but Mythic Plus till I got gear at 665. Then you get instantly invited into raids. Oh yeah. I think what they should do, Dylan, is that after the Turbo Boost comes out, there should be a token or something. Yeah, I don't know. But if Blizzard is going to keep Valor Stones capped, they should make a hero to Mythic Track Matrix. Yeah, I agree. I think it would be a good thing for the game's future. But, you know, now with the cartel chips thing, like the currency, it's like it doesn't really matter because you can pretty much, you can either craft like a high, Mythic Track type piece, you get it in the vault, you get it from raid, or you can buy trinkets, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of options now, so I don't really think it matters as much as it did at one point. But I do think it's something that they should try to solve. Dastardly Duos is fun. Yeah, we did like 2 rounds of it or whatever. Is it always the same bosses though? It was like stupid. That's really dumb. I assume it changes weekly, maybe? I don't really know what the content loop is, so I don't know much about it besides that. No, I solo queued, yeah, for Dastardly Duos. You get more bosses each week. Ugh. Okay. I'm actually upset I didn't raid this tier because raid looks kind of cool. But raid is just such a time sink, yeah. High score is the goal, and in what way? Like, is there a leaderboard somewhere, or a competitive thing, like somewhere?
Thank the Titans you are here. The storm perch has been breached, and the
Mercury time. I love the first part of this dungeon until the first boss. Dornegal is a pretty city, and fighting in Dornegal is really cool. Oh yeah, I agree. This like architecture is really nice, right? It's just against yourself. Yeah, it just doesn't really feel like it's like there's not much that you can do to speed it up. From what I mean, like what would you do? You just fight trash. Like it's like nothing interesting about it. It's not like Mythic Plus with all these different difficulties and different reasons to fail.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, let's see how this goes. People who like Dornigal must really like the color beige. I just like stonework. Like I think it looks really good. Dwarven stonework has always been really nice in this game, if you ask me. Alright. That was such a sloppy start. I don't know if somebody aggroed it early or what. You're dead here, I think. I just get to a point of the season, I don't have any dopamine from gear progression anymore outside of vaults. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we've been talking about that for a long time. That's why the removal of Titan Forging was like the worst possible thing they've ever done. It's like the community asked for it too, it's crazy. We had this like perfect system to encourage long-term gearing. Multiple systems actually at that point. And they're all gone now because community feedback, quote unquote. Oh yeah, the druid's name. Who even knows? There's actually a way to do the Parison skip without the parasol. Yeah, we saw about that. I tried it too. It seems like it's bugged though. I can't imagine why that would work that way. It's also faster to do it that way, I think. Use AMZ, no. What's your ideal comp? It doesn't really, I don't really feel like there's an easy answer to that anymore. It's gonna depend a lot on the dungeon now, and unfortunately, like, you can't even rely on damage dealers to do the things that their classes offer, so. I used to have an ideal comp, but that was back when damage dealers actually cared about the groups they were in. I see you have it binded to something and just not talented. Yeah, that's just the key bind from where it was at in Shadowlands before it was a talent. I don't have it talented because it's not a very useful talent in my opinion in Mythic Plus. In Mythic Plus Pugging. That is. It's a miracle to get a group with 3 DPS that can do DPS. Right, that alone is hard for people now. A lot of people think AMZ or barrier is a mechanic to dodge, right? That you probably don't see in higher keys, but one way or the other, just actually hitting all 5 people with it is like near impossible in the Pug world, so. There's a few fights where it's obviously easier than others, but I really want Gorfiends and A-Bomb Limb to be baseline. A-Bomb Limb, that wouldn't make any sense, but definitely Gorfiends, yeah, that really, it should be baseline. And all 3 specs should have access to it, if you ask me, like it used to be. $83 yesterday, and today it's 58. Oh, wow. It's supposed to be warm here today, but not as warm as tomorrow and Thursday, so I'm going to hopefully play some basketball Thursday. Do you use Bone Storm right off cooldown to reduce dancing when open cooldown? Or do you wait for max stacks on Bone Shield? I always max on... I usually try to maximize the CD reduction, basically, of Dancing Wind Weapon. That's its only value as a spell, in my opinion. Metro equals White Mamba. There was a stretch there that, like, all these guys that I've been playing with are, like, shocked by my ability to play basketball at the age I'm at. And it was getting me a lot of, like, easy wins and stuff, like easy buckets. But now, like, I've played with the same people so many times that it's kind of, now I'm just, like, one of the guys almost. So now I'm kind of like, now I'm just slower than everybody else, basically. They don't underestimate me anymore. But I will still say that the most, like, mentally rewarding thing ever is a full group of people all commenting on how good you are at something, and that happened a lot when I was first starting playing basketball again. But I think, and then I had a conversation with one of the kids, and he was like, how old are you? I was like, I'm 36. He's like, oh shit, I thought you were in your like 60s. I was like, what? You thought I was 60? He's like, well, yeah, you have a lot of gray in your beard. I was like, okay. Thanks for the heads up. But yeah, I guess that makes even more sense than why people underestimated me. Do you use AMS to skip the dot share mechanic? I tried to, but it's a pain in the ass, to be honest. Because people are running all around in circles with it, and you have to go chasing them. Ideally, yes, you would do it every other one. Pugging causes grayness. I always tell them, too, I had gray hair when I was in high school. I remember my senior year, I think it was like a girlfriend or something. I don't remember. Somebody was like looking at my head, and they saw gray hair. And I remember thinking, like, what the hell? That's not good. I've heard a lot of conflicting information on what causes gray hair, but at the end of the day, I think the idea that it's purely stress is not true. Yeah, this guy's fucking clueless. Just standing in the middle of the gates. I feel that at 28, I'm officially Unk status. Yeah, well, that's what I said. These kids are like, oh my god, I'm so shocked at how old you are, but how skilled you are, or whatever. And it's like, I'm not old. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? 36. But you guys are half my age, like, actually. So that's, you know, you're younger than half my age. You're like a third of my age, some of them, you know? Pally standing on a grate in a 16. Yep. That's pretty nuts. I'm 37 and I have a few gray hairs. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know what it is. If it's genetics, if it's bad, if it's good, I don't know, but I've had gray hair the whole time. Like since I was like at least in my 20s, I had a good amount of gray hair. Not like super noticeable like it might be now, but gotta be partially genetic. My dad is 62 and has almost no gray hair and did not live an easy life. I don't know what it is. I've heard like all kinds of conflicting stuff on it. Then I've heard other people say it's from physical stress to your actual hair, not to like, not emotional stress to your body or mind. So this one, I think, yeah, it was actually the same girl who found out about the gray hair. It was a girlfriend, I remember this. She was like, you know, it's because you're taking showers that are too hot. So your hair is getting damaged. I was like, oh, okay. So then I stopped doing that, and that didn't change. It was like, it's just, I don't know. It seems like it was a bunch of bullshit. And I don't know that anybody actually knows the answer to it, but either way, I just don't care. There was a girl in my circle of friends years ago that had gray hair in her early 20s. Oh, yeah. That's cool. I don't know. I have women dye their hair enough that you don't ever think that their hair is gray, I feel like. Like, you wouldn't be able to tell my mom is her age hair-wise, you know what I mean? She dyes her hair regularly, so... Yeah, I'm blessed with lots of hair as well. I have always had, I think it's called like diploidy or something like that, where you have like hair, 2 hairs growing in 1 follicle, or whatever, 1 slot. Every time I get my hair cut, it's always like a big... When people cut my hair, I was like, oh my god, what the fuck, why do you have so much hair? We should track the Pally CDs there because something's going on. There's defense. It's on the screen. You just can't see it because the webcam's blocking it. Here I am with 1 hair per 2 follicles. There can be many different reasons, but if you don't feel stressed or not have any long-term exposure to something that could damage your hair, my money's on genetics. My mom said that my father had, when they got married in their 30s, my mom said he had gray hair for their wedding as well, so... Definitely genetics too, but I mean, at some point it has to be caused by something. I mean, I definitely feel like I have a lot of stress in my life. Like just playing video games as the way I do, it's very stressful at times compared to other pursuits. But I don't think I have much physical stress, especially up until recently. I did nothing but play video games, so it would be hard to believe I had any physical stress that would cause it. Just heal some low keys, like the latest video. You'll get gray hair quick. Started going bald in my 20s, now in mid-30s. Starting to see a good amount of gray in my beard. Oh yeah. Yeah, you would think the two would be like directly proportional, but I guess they're totally different in how they're expressed. Mental stress can release hormones that block or hinder the production of pigmentation in the hair. But if your father also had gray hair at your age, I would double my bet on genetics, yeah. But you know what I mean? Like, it can't just be genetics the whole way, right? Like, because, like, where did it start then? You know what I mean? It's probably more realistically, like, I'm genetically deposed to whatever that hormone you're saying is being released. Like minor stress would cause the issues instead of major stress or something, you know? Okay, I guess we're done. Eight deaths between 2 damage dealers, sweet. I ended up getting alopecia, which contributed a lot to my head. Once I started sleeping bald, or once I started seeing bald spots pop up, I committed and just shave it all off. Haven't had any hair in probably 15 years. I always wanted to shave my head when I was young, but my mother would never let me. So I just grew it instead, did the opposite. But then I always had it in the back of my mind that like whenever I start losing my hair, I'm finally gonna just shave my head all the time, but not yet at least. I don't know what the future holds, but you're more aerodynamic with a bald head. Yeah, I've heard about that, yeah. I'm so lucky I have no gray hair at 40. Is it like the same, like, I don't even know if it's different for women. I'm not sure. I don't want to sound like an idiot. Because like I said, I like genuinely don't see any women ever with gray hair, like very rare. I think it's just because it's common for women, like socially common for women to dye their hair. I think it's passed down from the mother's side. Oh yeah. The stress hormone is called cortisol. Cortisol also has other effects. Oh yeah, I know all about cortisol then, in other ways at least. I can definitely tell when I have... See, the thing is, like, it's just not, like, consistent. Like, I don't know what would cause the gray hair, but... It's like you would think that if high levels of cortisol would cause gray hair, then your hair would change back or something, like when you're not. Like, I don't know. Because, you know, just like, it doesn't just add up and stay in your body the whole time. Gray hair looks pretty cool, to be honest. Unique in a way. Oh, really? Oh, what? Outside of this Dastardly duo thing where you queue, there's a live ranking. Yeah, that's why I figured. There must be something, because they put a lot of effort into the actual scoring system. It can permanently damage the follicles. Okay. Where is it that you see that, Faxi? Or is it inside the thing itself? You know, hold on. We need to go to the trading post too. I forgot about this. Before it gets any later and I forget again. Is it the podium? I don't know. Trading post. Weechi? That was last month's thing, I guess. Nah, I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to be. Is that a dog? Weechi adores attention, and what better way to get attention than wearing a costume? The little wooden area, gotcha.
Welcome to the trading post.
You think that's cute? That thing looks fucking ugly as shit. I don't know, it's like freaky looking, honestly. Okay, so yeah, these are options. Why does the one have no chest piece? What the hell? You can customize the pet. Yeah, I saw. Okay, so this one's like absolutely getting purchased. Oh, there's two. That's cool. How much do we actually have? We have a good amount. We haven't been buying a lot recently. That's a dagger. That's an axe. Stop doing that, please. Axe. I guess you can't stop it. Another dagger. Gun. Oh yeah, more of these. Buy these every time. Not much going on this month again. Yeah, I like that set though. That's cool. Minus this stupid. Is that the belt? I guess that's probably the belt, right? If I had that exact same set, I would IRL. I would wear that. Not that one though. All right, I guess we'll get the battle gear too. This is gonna be a lot to spend. We're actually gonna spend all of our stuff here, so maybe. I don't know. The blue one's kind of cool, but the fact that it has no chest. I think I rather that one. But we'll buy that one. Wait, why did it not go up? Huh? Purchase? Are you going to only purchase one at a time or something? Oh, there you go. You have to open that. I see. Oh, yeah, so I can't even afford all of them. All right, so yeah, we'll just get the red one. It has a chest. It's just bugged. Oh, shit. Really? Fuck. Oh, well. I spent all my tokens every month. I can't believe they haven't let you buy any more. I'm actually shocked that they haven't, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah, can we, like, refund the red one? Let's get the blue one instead. Luna Spark, a long time no see. How you been? They're both nice.
Right here.
But I think the blue one makes more sense. Can also freeze an item. Great call. I'm gonna freeze the red one.
Ah, been waiting for you.
Haven't had that frozen in a long time. Okay.
Bye for now.
Okay, it does have a chest. Well, the chest is bugged though. It's not the fucking. I thought you meant like it was just bugged on the mannequin. I guess that'll eventually work, right? Because I quite like the set, but I'm not gonna wear it without a chest. I just need like a good pants, like a. Actually, probably just stick with the DK pants, because they look pretty good with it, I think. Okay, try again. Stick with the helmet's actually nice. The shoulders go well with the Death Knight set too. Honestly, I could probably just wear the shoulders with the Death Knight set, and yeah, they actually match perfectly. Wow, that's actually pretty good. They're really close to being like the perfect color. In fact, I think I'm gonna do that. They just look good. Chest and boots are bugged. Oh, really? Change my name. Change my YouTube handle from Amanda to Luna. Been uploading videos and possibly will stream. Oh, cool. That mount would match your Mog hard. Which one? Oh, the blue one? Yeah, I guess they're meant to go with the sets, right? There's a blue and a red one, right? Where's the red one from? It's actually kind of cool. But yeah, I'm not a mount guy. They're just so expensive. 700. Wait, colorful beach chair. I do like colors.
May the winds be in your favor.
Oh, red is from Shift J's completion. Got it. Alright, cool. Well, we have something to work towards. But we don't have the red set, so. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to transmug those shoulders. Oh yeah, we can do one or the other too. I forgot that was a feature. I think that looks pretty good. I think that matches the set quite well. And it's got like a nice coloration to it. I have a Squirtle hat. Oh yeah. Well, like one of the new ones. I posted a picture of one on Discord, the Togepi one. A beanie. Oh, okay. It's old. It's a momentous occasion, Metro. Changing his Mog. I don't change him too frequently, but... You should just change your name to your character, Randy, because I think it's important. Like, if you guys stick with the character and you want it to be part of your channel's identity, then you should have your name as the... That's like the biggest thing I regret about the channel. That people constantly don't know what to call me, basically. It's really important to have, like, uniform... people know what to call you kind of thing, you know? They'll feel more open communicating with you if they know exactly what they should call you. Just did the duos. That's kind of fun. I got the Steam Vault's Gun Mog. Oh, yeah. Yo, One Azeroth TV. How you doing? Yeah, exactly. Hey, One. Hey, Azeroth. Hey, TV. I've been called all three of those. I have all my tunes named Niev, but I want WoW in there too. Oh, cool. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I support that decision.
The Storm Perch has been breached, and the Storm Riders corrupted.
Metro, have you seen this Blood Death Knight on YouTube? He goes by the name of One Azeroth TV. That's me, bro. Are you fucking serious? Like, we literally just talked about this. Dalgoritham, what's up? Hello, Mr. Azeroth. What's up, man? Hello, Dalgo. He looks like you, too. Yeah, it's... You guys are joking, I guess. It is definitely still me, I promise you that. I've been going by Lunas in Shadowlands expansion because my character, so it's stuck ever since. Yeah, that's how it started for me, too. Like, once you have enough people call you the same thing, you just kind of just becomes your name. Identity theft is a crime, Michael. Wait, which one of you guys is Mike? Yes, I have Parasol. That kid just fucking leaves instead. Fine by me. I can't wait to go to the UK and tell them how much better the US version of The Office is. Oh, they're not going to like that, I don't think. Yeah, I've never watched The Office, which is ironic because I live in the town that it's supposed to be in. Kind of funny. At least he didn't spend 30 minutes arguing about you. Yeah. It's called the Parasol Skip, but I haven't used the Parasol Forward in weeks. Yeah, you can just jump, right? Alfredo's Pizza or Pizza by Alfredo? That's another funny one because that doesn't exist here either. There's so much good pizza in Scranton though in this area. Yeah, I'm telling you, this place up here, it is such, it's like, I think it's my actual favorite pizza. And it's $24 on the dot for two, I want to say trays because of where I'm from, but 2 pies or whatever you'd say, 2 pizzas. And it's just like, how the fuck can you beat that? Like, I really don't think you can beat that. Like, usually if I was like gonna eat like only pizza, I would have to have 1 full tray to be full. But it's like, I mean, so that's $12. Like, I mean, that's ridiculous. You can't beat that. I wish it was closer. That's the only, if it was closer, we get it every single week. If you like comedy shows, you need to watch The Office. I fucking hate comedy. I cannot stand laughing. Alright, ready check, here we go. We'll get started on this. Hopefully the first poll will go better than last time. I got XL 2X toppings on Papa John's for $11, but to each their own. Yeah, there's no actual Papa John's around here. I don't like usually the like kind of fast food pizza as much as local pizza, but I would say I really want to try the Pizza Hut thing we talked about on stream like 2 weeks ago now. Normal shows make me laugh more than comedy shows. Oh really?
2,
I hate laughing. Yeah, same. Fuck it. You can't stand laughing. I love your response. Thanks for saying that. Fuck. I started tried sitting through British and U.S. Office, but it's just too much for my brain. Oh really? Which one's better? I've never watched either of them. I hear a lot of people talk about them being very different humor. I didn't find the UK office funny at all. Really? Like at no point you laughed? Holy shit. Oh my god, man. I fucking hate this pack. I really hate this pack. This is the worst pack of the season. As soon as one DPS dies, it's always a big issue. Did somebody leave already? Oh no, they just opened the thing. The British one is OG and Ricky Gervais created it. I'm not a fan of it either, to be honest. It's so fast-paced. I like Seinfeld, though. Seinfeld, yeah, if you're going to ask what my favorite show like that is, I'm going to say Seinfeld. Ricky Gervais is awesome. I love Stephen Merchant. Stephen Merchant's like probably my favorite humorous human being. I want to be Stephen Merchant when I grow up. He's quite tall, too, so it'd be good for basketball. How any range dies in this pack doesn't make sense. Well, I don't know, the whole like tent thing, like it causes a lot of problems, so I think people come down off it a lot of times. Mobs keep like walking up there while I'm gathering them, and then we end up like things don't go the way they should. Gervais show Afterlife on Netflix is great if you like dark humor. No, like I said, I don't like any humor. Okay, this one's going really well so far. Replace this, people. He's not gonna like that. What's going on with people at Rookery today? I don't know. It's always weird when, like, I mean, like, look at this. Like, come on, brother. You died twice already. Like, you're trying to say that you're better than these other people? Like, we're 2 pulls into the dungeon and you have 2 deaths. I'm sorry, but you don't stand out. That's the guy who was like, I have Parasol in 2 different lines. He's waiting outside for you to reset it? Oh yeah, he's gonna be waiting a long time. I guess we can just die, I don't even know. Are we gonna like shadow meld?
Beware.
Only the strongest survive.
He's turning the meters. That's something, yeah. You didn't took aggro from me, right? Lame excuse. Is this resilience? Yes, it is, thankfully. Then leaves. I've done that quite a few times. I don't know, like, these people who, like, ask these questions. Like, brother, did you see the way this dungeon started? Like, I'm not running this again with you. You suck, you're blind. No. Okay, we won't be able to reply to him anymore. Yeah, the two Ragnaros players are the ones that are trying to do the key a second time. That's funny too. Rookery implies the existence of bishopry and knightery. Ooh, that'd be cool dungeons. 0 point trying to explain to a melee ripping threat why they're wrong. The guy's like 5 feet away from me, brother. Just fucking keep walking. You won't have threat. It's so weird. These people are weird. A 2.5 million DPS ret saying get good loser is always fun. Yeah, Ragnaros is always funny, man. We've seen some funny stuff over the years. The Paladin is at home playing hooky from school. No, it's June, brother. School's over for a lot of people. I don't know what time like school ends, like around the world, but kids here are in their last few days of school. There's a BM hunter as well. Haven't seen a lot of those recently. He's from summer school. That I don't think that would have started yet. That'd be pretty crazy. Like, okay, school's over, starting summer school now. Damn, that would suck. Don't even get like a week off. Hey, Denoise, what's up, buddy? 2 weeks left here. Oh, yeah, a lot of snow days, too, yeah. School's already out here, yeah. Ragnaros Scrups, yep. 378 this season. What is that, itemable? Oh, way higher than that now, yeah. We're way above that. Alright, let's try it again. You see, I love these shoulders because they have this like trail to them. I love stuff like that. Midnight launch camping. Midnight launch camping thoughts backing the day. Huh? Really sad they made Paragon caches almost pointless. Yeah, I agree. That is sad. They were like a nice source of extra money too for a long time. Okay, double Holy Pally back to back. How about it? Writing my own keys now. These pugs are not doable. Oh no. There's some funny moments out there for sure. This is the guy we played with before who was like 1,000,000 overall less than the other guy, right? Perfect. The new zones reps all give mounts from Paragon caches. Oh, really? I was just thinking of the current, the launch reps, but... Oh, we have another one of these here, huh? This is cool. You guys ever go through these little tunnels? They're really cool. It reminds me a lot of the area, like, to get to wetlands from Loch Modan, right? This is so cool. I love the city. Although it's so steep that you fall. It's kind of weird. I wish I lived in Donegal. Yeah, we just gotta decline that guy to make sure he realizes he's not coming back. You left the previous one, although maybe the hunter left first. I've never seen that before. There's a bunch of them. There's another one over here too somewhere. This one's way fucking cooler too. Let me see if I can find that quick. Is it here? Here. No, that's an actual building. Donegal and Ironforge are my favorite cities. Ironforge is #1. Ironforge probably like mostly nostalgia at this point, right? But yeah, it's still good. Ironforge actually not a very good city, but it's super nostalgic. I think it's like up here, right? Yeah, this is it here. This is like, there's like quest content here. I love the way you don't take shit from anyone. Been through too much over the years to care. These people are simply not on my radar. This is not the one though. There's one that has like actual content in it. I don't remember for what. There's like a door that opens. It had something to do with some quest line. I don't remember what quest line. But it's fucking good. This city's worth exploring, guys. It's really good. I love that it's built inside of a mountain. Yeah, that part's cool for sure. This is gonna sound dumb, but whatever. I'm around near Loch Modan or whatever it's called. I always, whenever I'm around near Loch Modan, I always walk through the tunnels. I remember my first time ever running through it and thinking it was gonna be ganked. Oh, like you were stuck in there. Yeah, that's cool. I totally, no, that's cool, man. I like that. And then there's the tunnel, like the gate that's locked into Searing Gorge. I've only like recently done that quest for the first time. It's kind of a weird ass quest to be honest, but did I see a 3600 DPS sign up before you picked that mage? Yeah. Maybe it was somebody from the stream. I never know. If you guys are from the stream and you want to come to Key, you can, but typically I'm not going to invite somebody who's like 500 score higher than the Key. That doesn't sound like a good idea for me. There's one with a secret bar in it. Yeah, that's part of like a quest or something, isn't it? There's something there, I remember that. Little terrain secrets like that are fucking insanely cool. There's one in Feralis that I always go back to every time I do like a classic leveling challenge thing. It's like a cave on the southern part of the island that you like go to as for Alliance, whatever that Feather Moon Island or whatever it's called. And fuck. And it's got like there's like a little body of water. It's like a very shallow pool, but the pool is actually not shallow. It just looks shallow. And so you end up having this like tunnel under the water that is actually like reveals a rare or something. I think there's like a rare back there or something. It's really cool. But you would never see it unless you actually tried swimming in this incredibly shallow water. And I think it's the only cave in the whole game that features this. I don't think there's other options like that. Jesus Christ, man. Like, literally scrape by to survive this pack. Never invite super overqualified. Never invite pre-mades. Rules to live by. That's the way I see it, yeah. Chuck Norris is on the group. Yep. That feeling of purgatory. Yeah, it really sucks in this dungeon because the next two pulls are very hard as well. I was in Stranglethorn on my main yesterday and War Mode was off and still had Rogue Gang PTSD from years ago. Stranglethorn as a max level character. That'd be crazy to get ganked by. Like, could you imagine some like 680 guy just like shows up next to you while you're doing some achievement or something? How the fuck did he know? Like, we're back in Stranglethorn after all these years. I always feel good when I finish a key and don't hit purgatory once. Oh, really? Yeah, that's not some. I guess it's nice to know that you were comfortable, but obviously you would hope that it does save your life a few times. Otherwise, the talent's not helping. But yeah, it usually means a very low stress run. I think that's like the right way to look at it one way or the other, even if it's, yeah, not a good idea to have it talent-wise. If it doesn't proc once, you're not doing high enough keys. Ah. Well, I've definitely had runs that are like at my progression level where it doesn't proc once. It depends a lot on the dungeon. Like, this dungeon is way harder than other ones survival-wise in the beginning. And then you got a dungeon like Workshop that doesn't pose a single thing. Like, I'll never, like, for us to need purgatory in that dungeon, I don't know, usually something goes wrong. It's like every once in a while we're combining pulls that's dangerous and that's it. I hate healing Death Knights. It's always like you're healing a yo-yo. Yeah, that's because you don't realize that you can't actually heal me. Like, you see the difference, right? Like, I'm healing myself for 77 million with one spell. You're not going to be able to keep up. Just don't even bother. Give me a DR, give me an external CD every once in a while, like as often as you possibly can, and you would have done your job. I am in full control of my survival, effectively. Purgatory was a guaranteed proc for me in Stoneballs last season. Oh yeah, that's, yeah. That dungeon start was even harder than this one's, for sure. But there's actually a lot of hard trash throughout that dungeon. DK just get an external, but the healing goes to the DPS who don't blow defensives, right? Yeah, just keep everybody else alive. Never had a successful motherload pug start. Oh, really? How many have you done? If that's the case, make sure you record all motherloads. We haven't featured a lot of motherloads this season. There was that ridiculous one in the very beginning of the season where the guy was like blaming himself for people standing in mechanics, basically. And outside of that, I honestly can't remember the other ones. The one where the guy tried to tank all the mobs in the house, that was like a recent thing. This dungeon is pretty rough in general. Oh, really? I think it's a pretty straightforward dungeon. It's just numerically, like, there's a lot of high number requirements in it. but yeah, in terms of mechanics, it's actually very easy. One of the easiest. Just requires a lot of damage and healing at times. Have you played the new event? Yeah, I did a little bit at the beginning of the stream. Seems interesting, but definitely not happy that the bosses, like, it had been compared to Brawler's Guild, so I was hoping there was actually going to be lots of different boss challenges. But it's basically just seems like it's just I must be missing something. I'm sure there's a lot more to look at, but it seemed very boring. Didn't seem like there's a lot of skill expression to it. Oh shit. Location is good. No fight is too tough. Surprised at how much the community doesn't like this one. Yeah, I think it's just because a lot of people just die to shit in here, you know? Just a lot of numerical checks in here, unfortunately, for people. Not everybody's strong suit. I had Motherload 10 where healer left because we went behind the house to skip. I would have went back, but they flipped out. Oh, that would have been a great one to record. A common talking point here is that skip. Fear of height so bad I get nauseous standing near the middle in this fight though. Oh yeah. Fear of height. I have a pretty severe fear of heights too, but actually I don't even know that. I think I have more like vertigo or something. Like I don't necessarily fear it, but I just like am really uncomfortable. Like it makes me feel really weird. Whenever I'm in like a really high, like anything that I can see for miles below me kind of thing, you know, for like a really long stretch. It makes me feel like really unsettled. But I wouldn't say it's the same as like the social anxiety I felt. I don't know if it's supposed to be though. It probably isn't supposed to be, but yeah, whatever you would say. Like I feel like I have some like weird, like I know I have severe motion sickness. If I ever am a passenger in the backseat of a car and I like look down at the floor for a few seconds, I'll get like, I feel like I'm gonna throw up. But that's not the same feeling I have when I'm in heights or anything, but it does feel that way. Like I feel like I'm more unsettled than I am scared or anything. Like I don't fear falling out of a building or something like that, but I do feel uncomfortable one way or the other. Heights are a fear you can definitely get better with using exposure therapy. Oh yeah, I would imagine. I mean, like most people who are in a position of that are like very safe. Like it's very rare that you're in a severe height and you're actually in danger, you know? So I'm not really sure where that fear comes from in the first place. Because it seems like almost nobody would fall to their death. You know what I mean? Like what are the like deaths per year of people falling to their death? Seems like it'd be very unlikely. That's what annoys me. I know I'm not going to go off falling off some building or bridge, but still. Yeah, irrational fears obviously exist for a reason, but it's very common in construction, is it? People still take the job. Discovered I have really bad fear of heights in my late 20s when I visited a friend living in a high-rise building. They lived on the upper floor, went out on the balcony, and I couldn't move at all. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's crazy. See, that's like, I'm not like that. It's just like, if I was to be on that balcony and I looked over the edge, I would be like, it's like makes me uncomfortable. Like, I don't know how to put it. Like, physically uncomfortable. Like, I'm like, I don't want to look at that, you know what I mean? It makes me feel a little like dizzy or unsettled or something. I fell off a roof when I was in college doing roofing for a summer. Metal roof and couldn't stop. Not a far fall, but I still dream about it 20 years later. Ooh, that's crazy. So what, like you were like sliding for a few seconds or something like that? And you couldn't stop the slide? That's a feeling that you probably are never going to replicate in any safe way for as long as you live, huh? Oh, that's crazy. Slid with no harness. Damn, that's crazy. What, and did you fall? Like, how did you, what started the slide? Sorry, if you don't want to talk about it, you don't have to. I know it sounds traumatic, though, my bad, but it's an interesting topic to me. I get the call of the void when I'm somewhere high. Quite exhilarating. What the hell? Call of the void? What does that mean? I remember being at the 17th floor during a quake in California, and I felt helpless. Oh, shit. Being tied off in construction is your failsafe, but there's some piece of having a guardrail that the rope doesn't give. Oh, really? We were talking about this. This would be a great place to ask this question. We were talking about this weekend about rock climbing. You guys, anybody familiar with rock climbing? We're talking about how when you do rock climbing, there's like these things that you like can latch onto to make it safe, quote unquote. But I asked, who puts the things in? How did they get in there in the first place? Because it seems like it's drilled like many, like it's like at least like a foot into the rock, right? Who's doing that? Somebody like climbing up with a fucking power drill or something? I don't know who's doing that. Call of the Void? Haven't heard that one in a while. Yeah, what is that? The guides. But so they use like some kind of drilling tool, I guess. I was putting screws in, standing up with my back to the edge of the roof and bent forward, and my feet slipped, and I slid on a steep incline feet first. Oh yeah, you could like lost your legs probably, huh? I think they wedged them in. I think it must be more than that, right? Because it's, you're meant to like fall like many feet, and your full body weight is supported by this little ass thing, right? Ever driven and think I can totally crash this car right now? No. A roto hammer will drill through rock or concrete without any issues. Yeah, but so that's what I'm saying. So like this, maybe it's not clear, right? Like, how do you climb a rock with that? Like, you know what I mean? I don't understand. Like, if you have no hooks already, are they using like a fucking, like, how are those people not getting killed? Like, these like are crazy free soloists that are just making routes for other people or something, or are they using a tool? Like they're flying on a helicopter and throwing fucking spears into the rock or something. Like, I don't get it. It sounds like the most dangerous job on the planet. Let's make fucking holes in rocks for these idiots to climb up. Like, it seems crazy, right? Most of the time it isn't drilled. You place the pro in natural crevices. Oh, really? Okay, well, I was looking at like a rock wall and I saw that they looked like they were drilled, so that was what I was reacting to. Well, that's what they are, right? They're routes, right? Like, you have to follow what the person made for you, otherwise you're being unsafe, right? You can't just like climb the exact way you would want. They attach to the hook before drilling the next one. I guess it's like, okay, we're 6 feet up now. We need to start caring about this, huh? It just seems like so crazy. Like, I don't know. It's a very thankless job, I'd imagine. Oh yeah, you can't use skips in those routes. I can't watch rock climbing vids. Yeah, I made the mistake of watching somebody fall to death a while ago. The free solo thing, like, really, I was really captivated by that until I saw somebody actually fall. And I was like, all right, no, I don't want to watch this ever again. There's damage reduction as you go up. To what? What for what spell? I'm a land mammal. I do not belong off the ground or in the water. I don't think gravity agrees with the parasol skip. You can use parasol skip, yep. You can use like a squirrel suit. People do that, right? Haven't they heard of helicopters? There's an easier way to get to the top of a cliff. That's why I was thinking, like, I could like see these guys in helicopters like reaching out and like drilling the holes in it. It's like, okay, move up a little bit. Like, so I'm certainly not doing it. I don't know, it just seems like a crazy job. I'm gonna do this in the most unsafe way possible so you fucking weekend warriors can come in here and not die when you do this. It seems crazy to me. Like, who wants that job? Y'all ever heard of steeplejacks? What is that? That's a cereal, right? Oh no, that's Applejack. Yeah, no, I guess not. Won't the helicopter blades hit something? Probably birds.
I do not like that it feels darker and colder as we go down. But there are more survivors to rescue.
My nephew is wielding safety harnesses on new water towers, and he's up there basically supporters. He's up there basically supportless until he gets it set up. Oh, I almost fell off. I assume the rocks work the same way. Some schlub got to go up there alone. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, could you imagine that's your job? Like, yeah, my job's like a fucking like. I mean, it's honestly the craziest thing to say out loud. Like, my job is to like put things in place so when these guys who are doing shit that should be insanely dangerous fail, they don't die. Like, that's insane. Like, to even say that out loud. What do you do for a living? I free solo rock faces so these dipshits who come try to do it on fucking Saturdays don't die. What is this?
I simply wish you had lasted a little longer.
We can go this way, right? I'm sure some of them go from the top down. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. There's got to be some trick to it, right? I don't know. The warrior and rogue went on an adventure? What the fuck? They just walked through the mobs? My bad and fucking raid like a nub. Okay. They tried the theater mage skip. Oh god, do you remember that? When the guy just walks into the mini. Gamers down, yep. Wait, did he just level for a raid? Level was that? Their vision is based on movement. To be very still. That's funny. Tough day for rookery. Well, yeah, not really, to be honest. Just 3, but we've had way worse, but yeah. Did he leave for a raid? No, he said he's good game, nice try. My bad in fucking the raid, meaning the group, I guess, like a noob. Did you say? Don't want to get it wrong. GGNT. My bad in fucking raid like a nub. Gamer Down video was an amazing one. There's been a lot of great ones. He was in raid spec, is that what he's saying then? I mean, that's like what? I really hope that's not what he's reacting to. There's something longest. I remember that. What's the longest stretch of consecutive levers? We had, I think it was 15 in a row. I made a video on it. That video has like 100K views now. This is what 91% disband rate looks like or something like that. It was the first week they had the new affixes for Season 2 of Dragonflight. What was the name of those affixes? Afflicted or something? And nobody was ready for it. It was like Tyrannical Afflicted. The first time that we ever had affixes on bosses in like years. And it's like nobody was ready for it. But that wasn't even, like, it was just, you gotta watch that video. If you haven't seen that video, stop watching this bullshit and go watch that. That's like one of the best videos on the channel. Need a healer or DPS? I just mostly pug, yeah. Okay, let's see what actually happens here if we can learn some from this. Yeah, so that guy just falls. There's just two guys down there in the water right now. Both the rogue and the warrior, I guess. How many metros are you seeing right now? Just two, yeah. There's just me and then the one behind me. So we don't actually ever see them, but this guy, I think he tries to maybe shroud or something. The warrior just doesn't come, I think. But the rogue doesn't look like he has threat on anything. I really wish I gotta start like turning my camera and seeing this play out. Cause like he's not here, but the mobs have aggroed. That's the really confusing part. Does that mean he fucking tricks them to me? Can warriors not leap over and up this? Yeah, they definitely can, because warlocks can put a portal. It's like, where are they right now? I don't see anybody over there. The rogue... What's he doing over here? What's he trying to hide? I've timed all my 16s as Guardian now, Metro. Are you proud of me? Yeah? Yeah, they definitely... Yeah, he's like hiding or something. I don't know what he's doing. I have no idea. We gotta start paying attention to these skips, because these could be like hilarious on their own. I just always assume people are gonna use the fucking parasol and not die. Yeah, those two guys jumped in the water before we even used the parasol. Make them wear a DPS cam? Yeah, if you come to my run, you have to record it from your perspective. That's required. Just in case something happens that's funny. I think that preservation healer is Petco. Who's that? 3300 main. Big Voidstone dudes have true sight. Yeah, I'm sure that's why they aggroed. It's just funny how it played out. Makes the routes for Wowhide and Icy Veins. Oh, really? Cool. Well, hopefully he knows how to do the parasol skip. Honestly, we should probably just be trying to look for Priory and Theater at this point. I don't know why I'm even doing my own key right now. If we don't get it in a couple, like if we don't get it tomorrow, then we'll just Thursday. We'll just only look for other people's keys. But then we have to deal with the idiots out there. I need to get more consumables though. Maybe the warrior was acting like you belong and they won't attack. Was thinking act like you belong and they won't attack. Yeah, he was trying to like become a dark iron or whatever those mobs are. Earthen.
I have calibrated my
What's your
process
favorite
to be
kind of
reasonable.
glizzy? What the fuck? That's like a hot dog, right? Is that what we're talking about? I have no idea what that word means. Or what its origins are. You're asking me what my favorite type of hot dog is? Are there more than one? I just get the one that gets served on a bun. And then I'll occasionally put toppings on it. I like a glizzy with just mustard and a bun with the hot dog. There's also corn dogs. Well, no, that's a totally different thing, right? Is like a glizzy like any hot dog shaped food or something? Because otherwise it's not. A hot dog and a corn dog are different things. Did you just join to go offline? I don't know. Usually when people go offline, they, like if they're actually going to be right back kind of thing, they'll say something, so. Low expectations for that. All right, we'll go 3 holy pallies in a row. Is that right? Okay. It's a different guy too, right? There's also tornado dogs. What is that? Has anyone offered you gold for an invite to a key this season? No. You talking about like the shit that we featured in that video where people are like selling key invites and shit? Oh, it's the same healer, is it? Oh well. 3 in a row. Hey Metro, how did you learn how to make a spreadsheet? I didn't really. I just kind of fumbled around with it and people on the stream helped me. Like, almost all the advanced shit that's on the spreadsheet is not my own doing. Somebody told me how to do it. Like, actually, one of the coolest pieces of tech on the spreadsheet that doesn't get used anymore is because they changed it, was this tab here. We made our own score, so we would have a reason to care about keys weekly. Back when there was only, you know, basically you only got score from your highest key, but the affixes were way different difficulties. So I made like a tab here, and then Jerry or Jer, however you say the name, was helping us create like it automatically fills the rows with the best keys from each week, and then automatically assigns score to it. So we can say like, all right, cool, let's see if we can get 3K this week kind of thing, you know what I mean? It was pretty cool. Yeah, that was our best tech, but now that they have different, like, or now that there are no rotating affixes, it's not like that anymore. I've had it happen once. It was early on this season, which I thought was peculiar. Yeah, I've never had it. And apparently on EU, it's like a big thing. I bought a parasol just for this rookery skip. Haven't used it yet, though. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's like super easy. You just go and get it, and then that's all you need. There are our classes and tutorials on spreadsheets, and a lot of things from the Excel days still work as a concept. Sweet. Wait, what do you mean the Excel days? Is that not like the commonly used application anymore?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm sure nowadays you can just like ask chat HBT or whatever it is.
And the Storm Riders corrupted.
Third time, yeah, third try, best try. That's what Arno used to say. I mean, to be fair, he might still say it. I just haven't talked to him in a long time. I like that. Is that the Google is amazing? I hated paying for Microsoft Word and Excel. Oh yeah, I mean Google Sheets is free. That's probably what the other comment was too, I guess. Google Sheets is free, and the big thing is it's just all online. That's why I pick it. I think Excel is still better. I haven't used it in a long time, but
Beware.
I love Google. The search engine or the company?
While you go to the roosts, I will distract them here.
I like their phones. The Pixel 6 hasn't let me down. Yeah, I have like the Pixel 7 or 8 or something. That's survival. Oh yeah, look at that beast ball. Well, as long as he doesn't die 8 times, we'll be alright. Better than the ones we play with today. Everything Google offers, amazing stuff, yeah. It's a major part of our lives nowadays, huh?
Beware.
Yeah, Survival Hunter. He's doing fine so far. Arcane Mage, though, always fun to see. Yeah, we've seen some good Arcane. I like what I see from Arcane. Their maps are still trash. Apple Maps is S tier. Oh, really? I've had absolutely no problem with their maps. I use it every weekend. I drove all over the fucking country with it, so. Seeing any good fire mages? No. When did that become true? Google Maps has always been #1 top since release. I think it's he's just saying he prefers it, but yeah. I've definitely had no issues. No issues is like not even, you can't even say that's unfair to say that. I think it's been absolutely perfect, and I go places that I don't even need it and turn it on just so I can make sure I hear if there's like maybe cops or maybe a lane closure or something like that. MapQuest was the original one, though. I remember that. I always like seeing like minor optimizations and how I get somewhat local places. Like if I'm going to drive 20 minutes somewhere around here, I'd like to see what it recommends. Oh, I should go to this road instead of that road. That's interesting. You know what I mean? I don't know if it saves any time at all, but it's just like, ah, that's kind of cool. I never thought to do that. Oh shit, we're dead. Oh, why are we taking so much damage here? This trash is so ridiculous. Love printing out the route and still getting lost. Oh yeah. My mom still has like a printed out set of directions on how to get to the beach. It's funny, like I'm back. It's probably the same route that we get recommended now. Can you print it out for Google Maps too? I guess so, right? Is there like a quick, easy way to print it? Because we used to, I mean, my mom has like 8 pages of a route from wherever that website was from the old days. Dude, that would actually be crazy. When people ask for routes and keys, send them a paper copy. Hey, yeah, I have my route printed on parchment. What's your address? I'm gonna start saying that. No, I don't use the add-on. I have my routes like drawn, hand-drawn maps. I'm gonna start saying that. Who remembers when MapQuest was the thing? Yeah, that was it, MapQuest. I mean, my dad for years had like actual maps in his glove box, and we'd go places and he would like get lost. He'd like get the map out, and I'm like, I can't use this thing, dude. It's like it's too confusing. I don't know what I'm looking at. Everything's so small, and the roads are like, it's just too confusing. Send them a Discord image of some crayon markings. Those paper maps were the most useless thing. I don't believe for a second anyone ever found their way. He did, yeah. No, he was a musician, and they played all around the area, and he would always rely on those maps to get where he was going. I mean, for like 40 years of his life, he did that. I don't know how the fuck even before there was MapQuest and shit, like I could never figure it out. It just seemed like so confusing. It was so small printed and everything. 'Cause it's like a full map of the United States on one paper. It's like, what the fuck? It's like too small, brother. I can't see this shit, man. Or it'd be like the state, I guess. Yeah, they were like the state maps, but looking up MapQuest or Firefox while downloading on LimeWire. Oh yeah. My parents had those every time they tried to use it. It was a complete failure. That's how I felt with it, yeah. But it was always really stressful because my dad would be driving and he would be relying on me, and I was like, I don't know what this is. Like, it's just too many fucking lines and numbers. Like, I can't figure it out. I don't know where we are. I don't know what the names of the roads are because they're all numbers. Like, these are not how roads work in reality. Like, they don't have numbers. Map companies put fake towns in maps to catch people stealing their maps. Imagine going to one of the towns and just not seeing it. Oh, wow, really? Well, how would you get caught? I don't get it. We would use maps when I was younger. My mom or dad would designate me or a sibling to look at the map. Yeah, I'm 36, so a little bit younger, but pretty much how it would work for me as well. When I was bored in the back of the car, I would read all the maps for fun. Oh god. That sounds brutal. What the fuck? Get that little to do, huh? Need to download a map week or package. That'd be helpful. Change the font. I'd ask AI if they could make a real map look like WoW maps or easier navigation. Oh, can it do that? That'd be great. I would love to have that, actually. I know people do that, like by hand or whatever. Just gonna sprint like this paladin. Just sprint. Don't run as minimal as needed. Just sprint the whole time. Like stealing and passing it off as a map your company made. Oh, I see. Like copyright infringement, basically. Yeah, because otherwise, I mean, it should be pretty much just public domain, right? Like, what the fuck? Not like you figured it out for the first time, I'm sure. I always found geography interesting. Once I had to bike 70 miles without a phone or map and still reach my destination. I like having some sense of direction no matter where I am. 70 miles on a bike, holy shit. But yeah, no, the thing that I like most about having the maps thing now is seeing exactly how many minutes you have to get there. That's like my favorite feature. I don't necessarily even need the directions anymore. Like, when I go down on Saturday or Sundays to play basketball, like 90% of the drive I'm exactly aware of. Like, I know every second of the road now. But it's just like, all right, maybe I won't remember the exact road I need to turn on once I'm there. So instead of just like driving around in circles on the block over and over again looking for the right road, I just keep it on the whole way. But I don't even need it until I get there. But I like having it on. Well, one, because it tells you if there's like cops or anything too. But besides that, I like having it on because it's like, all right, in 36 minutes we'll be there. You know what I mean? Like, I like that a lot. I don't know if other people value that, but that's like just like nice to know exactly how long you have until you're done. Using the sun for navigation and stuff like that, that's what I would have liked to learn in school. Oh god, the sun for what the hell? You have to know what time it is for that to work, right? Yeah, brother, I'm not. I can barely even fucking drive, let alone navigate. I keep my apps open even with the nav to see if there's cops and roadwork. Yeah, the roadwork and cops thing is like so high value, it's crazy. I just had it the other day, on Sunday when I was coming back. There was construction and I didn't know about it, and it was like, there's a 7 minute slowdown. You're still on the fastest route. And it's just like, okay, now I can be mentally prepared for this. Because when I'm driving like 70 miles an hour, and then all of a sudden you like see people hitting the brakes and everybody's slowing down to a snail's crawl, I start really panicking. Like, I start freaking out. Like, what's going on? Like, is this something really bad happening? Like, is there an elephant on the road? Like, you never know, you know? But when the maps tells you, like, okay, it's only going to be a few minutes delay, you'll be back on, you know, normal pace after that. It feels really comforting. The sun always comes and goes from the same side of the world. You just need to know that. I think it always rises from the east. Oh, okay. But you don't, I thought you meant like if it's in the top of the sky, then you go left, or if, yeah, I don't know how it would even work, but. Rises early in the east, does it? I'm pretty sure it moves here because sometimes it's like, yeah, like in March when I'm streaming at 2 o'clock, the sun is like right here. But right now it's 2:50 and there's like there isn't even sun right now. It's too overcast. So what do? You just can't travel on days like that? It's just overcast today. Sorry, honey, we can't go to the beach. I won't be able to figure out how to get there. Sorry, we can't travel to have our suits pressed. We can't go buy camels today, honey. Where's the healer? Okay, he's here. Knicks just fired their coach after getting to Game 6 of the East Finals. I'm not surprised. I don't know if you watched. You probably watched the Celtics series, but for some reason the Knicks just like refused to play their bench, even though the bench was like actually one of their best features this year. I think it was I don't know if it was Kenny or maybe it was Shaq or one of them said Tom Thibodeau won't play 9 players if he's coaching a baseball team. That was the quote. I was like, what the fuck? It cracked me up. Better than you. Back then, you probably needed the skill set just to remember North all day. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. When compasses were invented, they were a game changer. I remember the one from what film? Dead Man's Chest from Pirates of the Caribbean. See that one? That yeah, Captain Jack Sparrow had or whatever. That would be a powerful tool. Takes you exactly where you want to go. Problem is he didn't know where he was going for a good portion of the film. That's actually a nautical tool that sailors would use to find the sun on cloudy days. Oh yeah. Well, like they would like launch a missile into the air to blow up the clouds or something. Can't watch SGA free throw his way to a ring. I fucking hate that guy. It just totally, like, yeah, it makes me feel very unhappy about the sport when you see that guy play the way he does. If the number is odd on interstates and state highways, it's north and south highway. Yeah, I learned that somewhat recently. There's also color-coded routes, at least here in Pennsylvania. Blue, green, blah, blah, blah. I was traveling in Mongolia a few years back, and I had to hire a guide. There isn't anything there, literally one city in that entire country. And they were navigating via sun positions and mountains. Holy shit, what were you going to, like? You like taking over the steppes or something like that? What the hell are you doing in Mongolia? Digging up the bones of Genghis Khan or something? He takes zero accountability for the BS he does. That's what I said last week. Like, we were talking about it on stream. It really makes me mad. Like, yeah, he like doesn't even, I don't know, it's really frustrating. It's definitely cheating. Like, that's fucking cheating. Like, you're trying to game the outcome of the call. Like, the call is existing for a reason, and you're trying to game the outcome of it. It's cheating, man. Like, I don't get it. Mongolia is amazing. 99.7% of the country is empty. What the hell? Haven't seen a lot of SGA. Is he worse than Prime Harden? Oh, there's nobody worse. Like, nobody's ever been worse than him. It's his strategy. Like, it's how he scores. He doesn't have a strategy otherwise. He shoots like mid-range jumpers and then that's it. And he's got like 40 points a game. He's the guy who fishes for fouls and takes free throws. Yep. Yeah, and there's one from the previous series, I think it was, where he's like, and I think it's also part of the way he like screams and makes this like really, like, if you heard this noise in the wild, you'd be like, whoa, somebody's getting murdered. Or somebody's getting fucking raped or something. Like, it's insane, the noise he makes. And so anyway, he makes this noise, like, and it's like totally performative. Like, he'll like drive and like, they actually will show the clip afterwards, and he doesn't even get touched. Like, the players do not make physical contact with him. And he'll make this noise and, like, move his body in a way that looks like he got hit. Like, it's so performative. It's crazy. He's gotten really good at making it look like he's been hit. Like, not just, like, make the sound and complain about the call like LeBron used to. Or still does, probably. But he also, like, moves his body in a way to look like he got hit. It's really crazy. Like, it's kind of high level, to be honest. But it's also kind of fucking cheating, so. Like, he'll drive into contact and then go like that. Like, he'll like if he looks like he got hit in the shoulder, and then they show the replay and he was like 3 inches away from another person. And they call a foul, like, every time. Yeah, everybody made it down here, yeah. Prime Harden was not worst. Step back 3 in his arsenal. Shy flops like the wind. Yeah, Harden was actually a good scorer. He was actually good. This dude can't score. I think like, genuinely, if this was street ball, he had like 2 points a game or something. People would just beat the fuck out of him every time. Yeah, and it's not even just flopping, though. Like, I think that's a phrase that usually indicates, like, you've been touched and you're trying to make the touch look worse than it is. Like, you see that where somebody, like, kind of puts their hands on you and then they go flying. They, like, rip their head back. This guy is, like, actually, like, performatively trying to make his body look like it's been hit so he can get calls easier. It's like I said, it's a kind of crazy. It's impressive on the way that he's so deceitful. Like, I've never seen anybody do this before. And he makes this noise that, like, you watch one of their games. You know what it sounds like? Like an old death sound from, like, an old video game. Like, ah! Like, it's like a really weird noise. And you hear this and you're like, oh my god, he must be seriously hurt. Like, it's just like your brain immediately assumes that it's real, even though you've heard it a dozen times. I don't know. He's like set a new meta, yeah, he really has. So like in soccer, they'll do that where they like over dramatize everything. The NBA is still full of this, like constantly, right? But this is so advanced. Like, okay, here's how. If you guys don't watch sports, I'm gonna explain it to you in a way that you'll understand. Okay. You know how people leave keys all the time? And they have these, like, justifications for why they leave keys, right? And they do it Most of the people, like 99.9% of the people who are leaving keys because they are reacting to something that happened, okay? Now imagine if people start finding situations that haven't actually occurred and leaving before they happen. That's what this guy's doing. He's basically creating, like, he's driving the lane knowing that the ref might expect contact and then, like, doing things to make it look like he got hit, even though the other 9 players on the court know he's not going to be hit because of how often they call fouls on him. They will try everything in their power to not foul him. Like, they put their hands behind their back. They move away from him. They do everything in their power. And the refs still call a foul because of the things he does. That's how insane this is. It'd be like if people were like, oh, I bet if you pull that pack, we're going to wipe, so I'm going to leave now. That's basically what this guy's doing. Compared to, like, your regular leaver, you know what I mean? This person's like, well, we wiped, I'm going to leave now. This guy's like, well, we might wipe if we pull that pack, so I'm just going to go ahead and leave right now. Harden still has 10 times the 10 appearances and free throw attempts in a season before SGA at 145. What does that mean? I like hockey. Someone gets their face smashed and they walk it off. I was shocked at how physical hockey was when I watched it for a little bit there. It's like beyond physical. It's like expected to be physical. Referees can't penalize him for trying to bait fouls. There isn't a rule, I guess. I don't know why they... I don't know. Like I said, they're falling for it. So it's like one of the... Like, is it bullshit? Like, is it fixed? It totally jeopardizes the league's credibility, if you ask me. Like, I can't watch the sport with him playing the game. Like, I don't know. It really makes me just question everything about it. Like, are these refs just retards? Like, like, they're literally watching it. They must see the replays. Like, these guys are professional referees. They have to have been shown that they just called a foul on a guy who didn't even make physical contact with another person hundreds of times a season, and they still call the foul. Like, if I was the ref, I'd be like, okay, brother, you're not getting another call. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you've tricked us too many times now. But they don't course correct. So, I don't know who's to blame here. Like, the guy's a master at what he does, yes, but at the same time, like, the refs also are culpable. Like, you fall for the same bullshit every time he does it. I think you have to be either complicit in this or you're just, like, grossly incompetent. I don't know. But yeah, I don't think they can penalize him. Like, it's not a rule for him to do what he's doing, even though it should be. I've said this for years. They did start doing in college, if you flop, it can be like a technical or something. I don't know in the NBA, but... Yeah, good damage from the mage there, but we still only had a 62. VAR, was that review? There's review, yeah. It's just, again, like, this is not a rule. Like, it's not a thing, you know what I mean? Refs have their directives, and SGA is a big draw for the casual viewers. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it feels fixed. Like, I agree. There's rules for exaggerated fouls and rip-through baiting, but sometimes it feels like the refs' whistles are in their pocket during the playoffs. Oh, really? I would say that the last Knicks game was surprisingly physical, which I actually enjoyed. That was way more like the basketball I would rather watch. Video assisted so they can see no contact was made. Yeah, they have that. I mean, like I said, it's just not something that can be changed during the game. But my point was that, like, these guys who are professional referees, they must be being shown that this guy is making their job look discredited, right? Like, they must be aware that he's doing this. How could you not be? So it's just really hard to understand that they keep falling for the same trick over and over again. NBA has VAR for a very long time, only new in football. Oh, really? Yeah, I mean, yeah. American sports, ever since the Armando Galarraga thing, I think American sports have all had replay as a major talking point. Did you see the softball thing? Oh my God, you guys probably didn't see this. This was nuts. So this girl hits a home run, okay? Which you'd think is like the end, right? Home run, they score a point, right? But that's not the end. When you have a home run hit, you have to actually touch the bases. and you have to touch home plate, especially, okay? So she hits the home run, but her whole team is celebrating at home plate. And they're a little bit, they've like encroached onto the plate a bit. So this is kind of on them too. But anyway, they're a little bit too close to the plate. So she doesn't get on home plate. Okay? And so she misses it entirely. Like she tries to step on it, but they're kind of blocking her. And so she tries to take another step on it, but misses. So she's not touched home plate. So then her teammates kind of like push her or instruct her more to go and touch home plate because she hasn't scored the home run yet. Okay, so then the opposing team like challenges it, quote unquote, and the refs review it, the umps review it, and they're like, okay, upon further review, call on the field stands, meaning home run. It stands, but she did not touch home plate. She was helped to touch home plate. These things are against the rules, but our fucking bullshit rule system doesn't allow us to review that, so we just wasted 10 minutes of everybody's time reviewing something that's not reviewable. And I guess they didn't know that until after they reviewed it or something like that. So they did a review on a non-reviewable subject, found the play to be under review, like overturnable, but they can't factually overturn it because the rules say that it's not supposed to be something that's reviewable. So, but they reviewed it anyway, I guess. Like, I don't know. Just like, what the fuck? But then everybody's like counter to it. It's like it shouldn't have even been in question. Like it's a home run. Like she's fine. She scored. It doesn't matter. Let her celebrate. Whatever. But I just thought it was really funny. Okay, well at least we finally are done with Rookery. For today. Never understood why some plays are not reviewable. If you're going to have instant replay, anything should be reviewable. I think it's because you can ask for reviews. So it's on the refs to know what isn't askable. Like, I can be like, hey, can you review this? I think he had his shoes untied. Like, you know, it's going to get really petty and they're going to be slowing the game down and stopping the, you know, they're going to be using it as like a free timeout here and there, you know? I think that's the main thing is that they don't want people having like free timeouts basically. So I think that's why. But these umpires apparently were not. I don't understand it. I didn't see it live, but it sounds to me like they actually reviewed something they weren't supposed to review, and they didn't find out they weren't supposed to review it until it was like over or something. I don't even know. My wife was asking why I didn't have the long-haired guy playing in the background while working. Oh, sweet. Welcome back. Yeah. Try to stream right now every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Right now is our schedule. Once the season is, once the next season comes out, then it'll be back to Friday as well. But always around noon, we do the stream. Oh, DFC 16 again. Sweet. Viewers get too annoyed with all the commercials and stoppages, so they don't allow as many reviews. Can't review in the last 2 minutes anymore. Oh, yeah, in basketball. Something sounds really wrong if commercial time is more valuable than review time. What? More valuable? What do you mean? You're capped on the number of reviews you can do. You can request, yeah. But one way or the other, there's going to be situations where you have all of your available reviews and you can just use it for as an actual timeout. Oh, the NFL is really bad with the commercials, I agree. There's too many breaks in play in the NFL. That's another thing that stopped me from enjoying it. Oh, I didn't actually. I tried to invite him, but I guess it didn't go through. If this is one of you guys, let me know. But otherwise, I won't be inviting this fella. Oh, it's you? Alright. Sumo's got hella commercials. Watched that sometime last year. Or this year. Same 3 commercials for 6 hours a day. 6 hours, wow. Super Bowl has tricked people who even watch football into watching for commercials. Right, it's funny, right? The NFL has actually convinced people to like commercials, which is crazy. That's that healer from, now he's playing Bombkin. Or was he balanced back then? Yeah, no, he was balanced too. But that guy was not. Not very good. I'm EU based and used to watch NFL a bit as a teen, but it takes so long to watch a game and all that downtime. Yeah, the NFL has basically turned into a thing where you're like, all right, my whole day is dedicated to the sport. It's actually a good idea on their part because they only have the one day. So it's like, you know, if the game was an hour long, the sport wouldn't exist. It's a good idea on their part. You can't fault their business practice on that. They try to branch out to Thursdays and shit, but for the most part, 90% of the consumed hours is going to be on Sunday, I imagine. The NFL play clock is way too long. I could see that argument. I don't really like the sport, so I don't have a lot of strong opinions about it. But I would say that I like the actual, like, you know, I think the one cool thing about American football is that it's almost meant to be like war. You know what I mean? Like, the tactics are incredibly important to your success. Like, you'll win with good tactics more than anything else in a lot of games. So I love that that's the only thing I would say I love about football and about the NFL. Obviously, all football, you would have that. So, but it's like, oh, okay, your tactics were superior to the defenses, so you won because of that, you know? Whereas, like, very few, like, certainly in baseball, it's not like that, obviously. Basketball, you can say it could be like that, but I think it's not likely. But yeah, most sports are not like that, you know? So that's why I like the longer play clock, because it gives, you know, the quarterback and the offensive coordinator and stuff more time to assess and potentially outplay the opponent. And same with defense too, I suppose, but yeah, I don't know much about soccer, but I know it's like really hard to score in soccer, so I wonder how Messi feels about American football compared to what he experienced in Europe. Okay, he's playing, where is he playing now? Is he playing in like MLS or something? While NBA, baseball, and hockey have more freedom. Yeah, I think they're like, okay, so obviously baseball, it's like zero. There's like almost no offensive strategy, right? Every once in a while you call for a bunt or something like that. But like for the most part, it's like pretty much impossible to implement offensive strategy. You tell the guy to steal a base, like that's the strategy. It's like, all right, hit the ball over here, and then he's going to do this. It's like, no, you just can't count on that. Whereas the NBA and basketball in general you definitely run a lot of plays, but like a lot of the plays are just, you're just setting you up. That's why they call them sets. You're just like setting it up, and then you're relying on like creativity or good decision making to get you to the home point. You know what I mean? How'd the Survival Hunter do? Yeah, he did great. Hockey, I found, is actually the most entertaining to watch in real time. I wish they didn't have the intermissions. Yeah, I would love hockey if it didn't have its intermissions. Hockey is really hard to watch for me because of that. It's like so fucking fast paced. Like boom, 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 boom. Puck there, so small you can barely see them. People are even the announcers are having trouble keeping up. All right, we'll see you guys in 20 minutes. Okay, we're back. Boom, 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 boom. See you guys in 20 minutes. It's like, whew, it's hard to keep up. It's hard to like stay interested. Once you have that like big burst of interest and then it's gone, it's like, all right, I gotta really lock in here and be interested again. And then it's gone again. It's like, I can't watch it. I tried really hard to enjoy it, but.
5, 4, 3.
I would say baseball is the actual best sport to attend and watch, but I would say hockey probably second best because you actually have so much time. Like even in baseball, you don't really have that kind of time, but it's just like the sport is so slow that it doesn't really matter at times. But in hockey, you have like, you literally have 40 minutes of no gameplay, so you can go and do fucking anything, really.
Beware.
American sports betting is only regional, though. Talking about betting. I missed some comments, for sure. I find it strange as now American how soccer never took off in the States. I feel like you guys love all sports, and sports gambling scene is huge. Oh yeah, the sports gambling thing definitely not huge, yeah. That's only recently that that's become the case. Soccer didn't take off because it requires, like, you need kids to care about it, and there are no soccer programs here. Ties are also a problem, yeah. I think in 10 years soccer will be as popular in the US as any other sport. For viewership though, or 10 years, that's not gonna ever happen now. Not in 10 years. But maybe in terms of like participation for youth, yeah, maybe. Because my high school actually has a soccer team now. When I was in high school 15 years ago, there was no soccer team. You meant kids playing it. Okay, yeah, if that's the case, then I can see that. But yeah, no shot it's gonna be able to compete with like NFL or anything. I was surprised to learn how popular NASCAR is too. MLS has improved, I'm sure, but it's still mostly just people who already like soccer. Like, how do you get your casual viewer interested in soccer when there's all these other sports to watch, you know? I think that's really the big issue. In Europe, it's not like this, right? You guys don't have baseball, 164 games of baseball and 90 games of basketball and 15 weekends a year of NFL as your highlight for the sport. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of it, right? Like, I know there's other sports, but they're not like as big, right? No one watches MLS, not even soccer fans? Oh, really? Really, randomly, I've been to the place NASCAR was formed. Formed? What does that mean? Yeah, I love the World Cup, though. I love it. I won't. Like, that's one of my favorite sporting events. I'll watch as much as I can of the World Cup. MLS and the Saudi League is where players who should have retired go to make a few extra million. Yep. Happens in all sports now, it seems. Cricket's huge in India. Yeah, cricket, I see people from India talking about cricket constantly, dude. And it's just like, I just don't understand it. And it's honestly kind of a weird sport. Like, I try to watch it and try to learn a little bit about it, and it just doesn't make any sense to me. World Cup is so good. My mom hates soccer, and even she likes the World Cup. There's something like really visceral about like the countries being at, you know, in the competitive, like they're the reasons for the competitive stuff happening, you know? I think that's really cool. Unless your country just like absolutely doesn't participate, then I guess it sucks maybe, but especially the United States being the underdog, even though they like dominate most sports like on a global level, at different levels, like even women's and men's different, you know? The fact that the US is always looked at as like one of the worst teams is like really cool to root for, because it's fun to actually be the underdog. Are we gonna not kill this? Okay. Probably don't need to be in turtle there. But we did kill it. Something special about people playing a sport just for fun and playing for your country rather than playing for money. Right, there's like very little money in the World Cup too, right? Is that right? Everyone loves the World Cup because even the smallest nation can go far. Yeah. Yeah, that Trinidad and Tobago stuff, right? I remember that from a long time ago. US being competitive in the World Cup is what it would take for it to really take off. I think you're right, yep. I think if the World Cup was won by the US, it would change everything. But I do think then people would be like, wait, why are these like really low stakes matches constantly all I ever see, you know? Like, because like club soccer I think is also boring. Like, I don't know, I try to watch whatever that the Paris Saint-Germain game was the other day, and it was like a blowout. It's like, what even is this? Like, I don't know. Didn't seem as fun and as electric as the World Cup. We also have something other countries don't really have. Our best athletes play other sports. That's why I was... Okay, yeah, so I was talking about it from a viewership perspective, but... Yeah, like, it's hard, like, in here, in where I live, if you wanted to be, like, a 3-sport athlete, it makes sense, because you have, you know, football in the late summer into the fall, then you go to basketball, and then you go to baseball. They don't really overlap. But when would you play soccer? You know what I mean? Like, who has time for that? Like, that's the whole year right there. What am I stuck on? When would you play tennis? Like, you know what I mean? When do you play golf? Like, how do you have room for these other sports? Yeah, you have to pick between soccer or football, yeah. And football, American football is like, you can potentially make millions of dollars out of it. Not too hard. Like, you don't even have to be, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, if you want to be a pro, it's going to be hard, but you can just be really fat. Like, really big and really tall, you know what I mean? Whereas being an international soccer star is like, yeah, no, you're going to have to be a little bit more than that. I like the English League where the bottom table teams can beat the top 3. Never know what will happen. Oh, yeah. I can see soccer overtaking baseball and hockey. Never baseball, no way. Like I said, the seasons are just incompatible with each other. Like, there's too many baseball games for soccer to get much ground. What's your opinion on Michael Morales? No, I haven't watched UFC in a long time, unfortunately. I can see MLS overtaking NFL. Oh, yeah. I believe you. Morales is okay. I mean, he beat an old Burns. Oh, that. Yeah, I heard people talk about that. Like I said, I haven't watched. It's just on too late anymore. Then you have billiards and darts, where you can have games at 1 a.m. Yeah, that's cool too. A lot of different sport options, right? Imagine if 25 years ago a freak athlete like LeBron said, I'm going to start soccer instead of basketball. Oh, absolutely, yeah. That's what I mean. Like, there's just no... Like, if you think of a guy like LeBron who could easily be a top-tier athlete in every major sport that's out there, why the fuck would he pick soccer in the United States? He would never do it. So that like, small-scale decision-making, or it's, like, large-scale financially, but, like, that small sample size decision making continues to proliferate in the minds of the youth of America. Like, if you're a large, like, gifted physical specimen, you're not going to pick soccer. You're just not going to make money, you know what I mean? You would make 10 times more in any other sport. I think Ronaldo dropped Coca-Cola stocks by like $4 billion alone when he moved the Coke bottle. That's insane levels of influence. Yeah. I get why, you know, it's looked that way across the world, but here it's just not. There's a lot more to being a soccer great than being an athlete. Yep, I agree. Yep. Yeah, like if you're like 6'8" and like a fucking built like a linebacker, you can't really just walk into soccer and succeed, right? That's another thing. Is there any like really, really tall, like, is there like an Aaron Judge of soccer? Somebody who's like way taller than everybody else, but is still like insanely good? You would have to know how to dive too, and LeBron's already got that down. Only goalkeepers? Oh, yeah. I think a lot of these guys who end up as wide receivers could have been great soccer players. Oh, yeah. Most players are actually on the smaller size. That's, yeah, I figured. It's good that there's sports for like smaller men too, right? Because if it was only basketball and football, you would never, like, 6-foot guys would never have a chance. Oh, he's only 5'7"? Really? Holy shit, that's crazy. Thing about soccer in EU is you have to start playing from age 5 or 6. Yep. That's what I'm saying. And so if you're pushing your kid into a sport thinking, all right, they're going to be the next whatever big name, you know, why the fuck would you choose soccer here? You're not going to. Like, there's no, you would, unless you as the parent would love soccer, there's not really any reason to do it. Messi's a dwarf, but with all respect, but I mean, but the mean height is about 1,77 m. What, in soccer? I don't know, I have no idea what that translates to, but tall people have more lung problems on average, and I assume they're a pretty big hit for a sport that's like 90 minutes of running. Yeah, it's probably harder. Cristiano Ronaldo's 6'2", so both can work. Yeah, no, definitely, I'm sure. I just don't know if there's an advantage to being tall, but I would imagine the advantage is that you would end up having easier time like heading the ball or whatever, like catching it with your face or whatever they do. That seems like that would be a good advantage. Imagine a hockey goalie as big as the goal. What is the height of the crossbar? Being shorter actually helps in soccer. Lower center of gravity, harder to tackle the ball off a short king. Similar to how point guards in basketball are annoyingly hard to dispossess. That's not, I don't think that's the right comparison, but I get what your point is. Obviously, if you're lower, I don't know that that's true though, is it? Because like the ball is on the ground for both people. The center of gravity doesn't have anything to do with that, does it?
Beware.
You often see central defenders that are 6'3" coming forward for corner kicks. They are often the header specialists. Yeah, there we go. I feel like that would be a good advantage. Imagine you have Aaron Judge just playing defense on a soccer team and he's just there to get the headers. Four foot high. Oh, for hockey. We were talking about soccer, sorry. Isn't it 9 feet? Maybe. So if that's the case, nobody's ever going to be that tall, yeah. Hey, at Evo, welcome back, man. How you doing? Just in time to see us do Candle King again.
Beware. Beware.
Today's football is so different compared to 2010 and the height of Messi versus Ronaldo era. Right, yeah, those guys were, like, they've been big names in the sport for, like, 15 years, right? So, I'm actually shocked that they're still big names. I guess the sport, you can be a little bit older in it, huh? A lot of NHL players are tall, too. Oh, really?
Beware.
It's 8 feet tall. Okay, so that's a little bit, you can definitely be above 7 foot. So, yeah, if you have, like Taco Fall as your goalkeeper, that could help, right? Just like ridiculous wingspan. They've been popular since 2005. That's crazy. So 20 years of dominance in a sport. That's pretty nuts. France in the 90s had a little bald goalkeeper, but he was insane. Oh, really? They're both 38 now. They've been playing since they were 16. In like the professional level. Prime Shaquille O'Neal in the goal. Well, he doesn't actually, he's mostly dominant because of his actual width. But you would want Taco Fall. Like, he could dunk standing still. You want somebody who's extremely tall and like insane wingspan. Shaq is big, but he's mostly bulky. He wouldn't be able to do anything. Plus, he'd probably, like, when he dove, he'd probably, like, hurt the earth. So they'd have to keep, like, replacing his divot. The highest level since teenage years they're consisting, and time at the top is unprecedented. Oh, is it also, like, unprecedented that way? That's cool. Yeah, Wembenyama, yeah, basically. Yeah, he's even bigger than Taco Fall. The new generation of football players born in the early prime of Messi. CR7 is Cristiano Ronaldo, I guess, yeah. Right, yeah, so, like, I bet a lot of soccer players that are playing now are actually, like, they weren't even born when these guys were coming up, huh? It's pretty crazy. I see that all the time with LeBron, where he played against fathers and sons. So Ronaldo and Messi are probably in that same boat, huh? I should have had my run recorded earlier. Hunter left after messing up twice on Zav. We killed him still and was on for a good time and he just left. Yeah, unfortunately Blizzard's probably not going to do anything about that, but yeah, definitely make sure you record them all. Once you get in the mindset of doing it once, you'll do it all the time by accident. Goalkeepers usually don't have to start at the age of 5. Often the bad kids get told to be on goal, like the keeper of Real Madrid used to be a volleyball kid. Oh, really? So it's like the last ditch thing? Like you can go do that instead? That's interesting.
Time to flee to freedom. We can use Big Candle Cock to escape.
Oh, we are. This thing is flying. Getting a little bit scary now. They don't really do a lot. They're supposed to, but they don't. I've been binge watching some of your old videos, and that sexist warrior with the Pokemon name. Oh yeah, that was only like 3 months ago I made that video. You guys, if you guys are new to the channel, I would honestly, and you like the content that we do, especially on the weekend videos, I would really recommend going back through all the Dragonflight playlists. They are like, yeah, because like back then I had no. Like, there wasn't like hundreds of people sending me runs. It was only the craziest of shit. So like every video from the opening weeks of Dragonflight are like insanity. There's some insane videos on this channel from Dragonflight Season 1 and 2. And yeah, honestly, like, it's nostalgic to even look back at some of them. And then we talked about it before, but yeah, definitely look for the... this is what 91% disband rate looks like video. That video is like one of the highest viewed videos on the channel, so that should be super easy to find. But I have a playlist for every season from Dragonflight Season 1 leading up till this season, so. And then we have all the stream clips too, if you guys have never seen it. Basically the stream clips were kind of like the original playlists because all the funny stuff would just go in there. Can you do this, Key Woman? Yeah, you remember that, man. That's crazy. I got my almost 3-year-old son into Pokemon Indigo League. I'm proud of myself. What is that? Indigo League? You mean in Like Fire Red or something? Or is that some new game or something? Nothing will ever beat Tettle's MDI 2016 Giga Route. Oh, really? That one was pretty funny just because of that. And the fact that he put like a wall of markers down. But I don't really... There's some great ones, man. I'm telling you, Dragonflight 1 and 2 are crazy. There's so many crazy things. Like, I still can't get over the one where the guy heroic leaps over the trash mob. I've never seen that before. The guy, like, literally heroic leaps over a trash pack, and they wipe to it because he doesn't realize he skipped it by accident. Like, there's just such unique shit that went on. The Magic Dan one was legendary too, yeah. There's been a lot of great ones that have occurred on this actual channel. And I don't remember who it was saying, unfortunately, I'm sorry about that, but somebody was saying that they ran into Sanark. If you guys remember that name, you'll know why that's funny. But yeah, we ran into a lot of characters over the years. Season 4 of Shadowlands was really, or of Dragonflight was really, no, yeah, Shadowlands. Yeah, Season 4 of Shadowlands really was one of the most interesting seasons ever. I think that Season 4 Shadowlands Disband review is probably the actual best one. A guy I used to raid with was one of the first people on your disband list for Season 2 of Dragonflight. Oh, really? What was the name? You should do like a top 5 best fail keys of all time. I tried to do it. In Season 1 of Dragonflight, I tried to do like a March Madness style bracket where everybody voted on what the best one was. I mean, there was votes, but it was like, we're talking like hundreds of votes where the videos get thousands of views, so it just didn't seem like it was something that people were that interested in doing. But I bring that up now because like, I don't know that I can pick just 5, like, yeah. But I think, I don't know when the right time to do this would be, but I do think it would be cool to do like a, I revisit all of the old videos thing. Like, these were the funniest videos on the channel, kind of thing, you know what I mean? Because like I said, there's a lot of great clips on this channel too from the stream. Like before people started submitting funny videos, all we had was the stream clips. And we found like, you know, some crazy shit. Like I don't know how many people saw this, but in Shadowlands, there was a warrior in Plaguefall. The Plaguefall dungeon required an invis pot out of the gate. Like I hate those kind of dungeons for this exact reason, but it was one where you would invis pot out of the gate. And so the guy doesn't do it. Like he either fails it, he breaks his own invis pot, I don't know what he does. But he doesn't do it, so everybody else skips and he dies, okay? Then we kill the boss, or whatever, we get past the area and we're moving on to the next area and he dies on the trash and releases. Okay, so, alright, not a big deal. We're 10 minutes into the dungeon, so the potion's available again. And so he tries to get back and fails the invis pot again. Okay? And so then at this point, the guy types in the chat, "No flame, please." Like, I've never seen anybody do that. I've never seen anybody, like, fail a basic-ass thing and then ask for forgiveness like that. You know what I mean? Or sympathy, I guess. Or leniency, or whatever you would say, but... yeah. The Shadowlands actually maybe had the craziest keys. If you have to look at a single expansion, I think Shadowlands is the answer, because we had some pretty crazy things happening. And they were all actually just on the channel. We didn't have anybody submitting anything at that point. One of my favorite series was just the Razan eating people in Atal. Oh, I fucking love Atal, man. Yeah, one dungeon that stands out all this time is Atal. I really hope that they'll bring that back again someday. Yeah, we were pretty close to double upgrading this. Very close. We should get a point or two here, I think. Oh, we got more than a point or two. We got fucking 7 points. That's pretty wacky. 7 points. Wow, that's nice. I remember some weird shit, Metro, where your pet pulled during some mobs. Oh yeah, so that's a funny one too. That one I think was probably in the Grawl video. I've heard that brought up a few times. That was the first time I've ever had a pet. Yeah, I guess my 16 was just barely in time. I don't remember it. But yeah, that was the first time I ever had a pet, so I didn't know pets worked that way. Yeah, let's look at the previous 16 to compare it. That would have been cool to get a double upgrade there. Everybody did great damage though. Mage. But yeah, we know about the mage. We get it. I have seen mages compete for overall though, so that guy did fine. Marks, Bombkin, and Arcane. So 16 Dark Flame was just recently. There it is. Yeah, that would have been senior year, the championship. That would have been cool to double upgrade it, right? So how much time do we have left? Oh yeah, look at it. We barely even upgraded it. We have like 30 seconds left probably. What was the actual like death count on that run? Did we have like no deaths? Oh yeah, we had 0 deaths. Wow. 0 deaths on this run that we just did. I didn't even realize that. Too busy talking about all this shit, man. 0 deaths. This is like one of the best runs ever. We haven't had like a perfect 0 death run in a while. Unfortunately, I have to leave in 20 minutes, so I can't do another key. My favorite video you uploaded was the Azure Vault, Demon Hunter gliding into Narnia and dying. Paladin comes flying from top of the screen with a shield on. Oh yeah, that is when I'm talking about Dragonflight. I'm talking about that kind of stuff. That like physical humor was like what got me into doing these reviews, because just seeing people do wacky ass shit in a timed environment is so fucking funny to me. I don't know how else to express it. It is hilarious. Like, okay, every second counts here, guys. Let's do this. And then you just see somebody jump off a cliff, like. And then the Ruby Life Pools. You remember that one? Ruby Life Pools Season 4. We had a tank. Oh, it wasn't in my key, but it was a submitted key. Anyway, there was a tank. He was like posturing like he was gonna walk off the edge. I think he went, oh, he was auto running. Yeah. He was auto running and he gets stuck on the edge as he's auto running. And everybody thinks he's trying to do a skip or something like that. So they actually fucking follow him and they all jump off. They jump to their deaths in the middle of a timed key. Like 3 people. And then we had another one where there was a Warlock gate to skip the dragon in Dawn of the Infinites. The Warlock puts the gate over the ledge, but not far enough. So they actually take the portal and fall to their death, okay? So the guy puts it down, clicks it, dies. Like 3 seconds go by, another guy clicks it, dies. Another 2 seconds, click it, die. It's like they were actually seeing them die and they were still clicking it. It was, and then, like the final guy takes it after everybody else is already dead. Like, I think it was the healer too, which was crazy because like you should see the health frames. Everybody in the party's dead, and he clicks the portal anyway. He dies. Dragonflight was insane. And then there was another one where I think this was Cobb's Key, where the shaman or somebody dies, and they try to run around the long way. And they come back, and there's just trash in between them and the boss. It's very similar to what just happened in the Rookery. There's trash in between them and the boss, and they just walk through the trash. They just bring like a giant pack of trash on top of the people fighting the boss. It's like, how is this real? Like, what are you guys doing? Oh, man. Grimbit told last season, group gets mad at you on third boss and you disband. You check VOD. Shaman flies clear across the room to knock up. I don't remember that one. Was that in the video? Flies clear across the room. I'm sure. I mean, I don't know. Some of them don't stand out to me, but there was some crazy, crazy moments. But yeah, I brought this up before. We might as well bring it up now, but So Dragonflight Season 4 was like the worst thing ever. But this guy, he actually is in 3 keys. He does the same thing in all 3 of them. His name's Sanark. He plays on Illidan. He creates, creates the perfect definition of toxic disband after backseating routes first time. Throws an absolute fit over routing and leaves when everyone tells him he's wrong. Finally, continues to be a heavy backseater and instantly tilts keys before we even start. So we saw the same guy the first time. I didn't even know I had him on the sheet. We put him on the sheet, whatever. Second time, I put him on the sheet, and I go to type Sanark Illidan, and it automatically tries to fill with this because it's already on there. And it's like, wait, what? I already ran into this guy? And then I look back at the video, and it's like, well, he's doing the exact same thing. So these are 2 weeks later. He's still backseating, okay? And then the third one is another, it's like 2 weeks later again. And then, okay, so we're talking about this a lot in Season 4 of Shadowlands, right? But then last week, like Wednesday, somebody on the channel said they ran into the guy, and he did the exact same thing. He was backseating the tank, and it caused a disband. It's like, what the fuck? It's like just people out there who just like can't control themselves. They just have to be backseaters. Oh yeah, in fact, he knew him too. He applied to the guild I was an officer in a month later, and we instantly declined him. That's crazy, man. But anyway, yeah, there's a ton of crazy good moments out there on this channel. But I really have to say, if you haven't seen, let me, I'll find it and I'll link it, because you guys who haven't seen it, you got some homework. Let's see, 91% disband rate, I think. I always have trouble finding it. I think it's, yeah, here we go. Okay, 106K views now. It's crazy. This is one of the best videos. Like, it's basically a small end of season disband review. It's got like 8 keys in it. I mean, you already see right here. Like, I'll just leave you with this, right? You see this? Get your fucking aggro right, retard. Leaves the party. There you go. Go watch the video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys tomorrow.